ahead and give esteem and honor to the Most High Yahuwah by Hashem Yahushua. Go to Psalm 31. Psalm 31. Yeah, I've been ringing in my head all day, man. Birds, man, for the birds. We don't be off for that vibe. I give it 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
One though, I ain't charged up. Oh yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah. Get Psalms 31 though. Just look like Psalm 31 and 4. Yeah. Ain't shaking nothing. Ain't shaking nothing. Just ain't no lie. Psalm 31 and 4. That's what it is. It ain't no signal in them.
So it ain't no TV?
No. That's what it was. It's a signal. It ain't strong enough. Psalm 31 and 4.
Pull me out of the net that they have laid privily for me, for thou art my strength.
Somebody gotta open that door. Go ahead.
For thou art my strength. Into thy hand I commit my ruach. Thou hast redeemed me, O Yahuwah, the Elohim of truth. I have hated them that regard lying vanities, but I trust in Yahuwah. I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble. Thou hast known my soul in adversity, and hast not shut me up into the hand of the enemy. Thou hast set my feet in a large room.
Go ahead.
Have mercy upon me, O Yahuwah. I am in trouble. My eye is consumed with grief, yea, my soul in my belly.
Now you look at something, right? He said he'll be glad and rejoice in thy mercy. It was something I mentioned. Like, remember how we kept reading last night talking about he would be happy? Even though he was going through all that, he was going to be happy. See, look at Hebrews 12. Go look at Hebrews 12. Hebrews 12. Nah, yours didn't work either. It didn't. Signal.
Oh,
Hebrews 12:1. That's why mine worked. Hebrews 12:1.
Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
That's what a lot of times messes people up, is they don't lay aside that stuff that's holding them back. Go ahead.
Looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the state, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Elohim. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself.
What did he say he had?
Lest ye be weary and faint in
You
your
see that he
mind.
said he set the joy that was set before him. He looked at what he was about to embark on as a joyous occasion. Oh, that's right. I can't do it because I'm on the phone. I can't do that right now. Just use it. Hold on. So you sit back and you look at that. How many of y'all would sit back and say you would be joyful about getting ready to go through something that heavy? Now what we talking about is, he said they laid a snare for him. I'm gonna come back now to my call. I can't go live.
Oh, you don't think that's a lot?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to use somebody else's phone. There's the music phone. How many of you feel like your life been spent with grief? Because remember, it said that the master was a man of sorrow. Good grief, boy, a lot of emails, boy. A lot of emails, boy. Yeah, I see that. You got 25,000 of them.
What? They had a job.
25,000.
Yeah, a lot of stuff coming out. I just, I'm a regular guy.
A regular guy checks emails.
This guy,
Your call for it.
yeah, I'm serving me,
And
man.
you go live on your phone?
Yeah. Your call for it. Your phone is working right here. Come on back to Psalm 30. I want y'all to grab that. What, 2 Chronicles chapter 2 with that first reading you had, right? Get that and hold that. You get hold 2 Kings 23 and hold that. We're going to try to take both of these and meld them in together. What we talking about? Leave where your husband at. So he let you bring turn in here and left and stayed outside. Yeah,
This guy.
Just gonna call in and say,
what? Nigga say there's an IUIC member with transsexual tendencies. Okay then. Okay then. Okay. That's just a video a nigga just posted. He called himself talking about it. All righty then. We ain't going out today, so. That's all that means. Going out there. So when you sit back and you look at that, right? What we stopped at about verse 9. Verse 10, right? He said, my life is spent with grief, my years with sighing, my strength failed because of my iniquity. That nigga got a clean boy. Tony bald head. And my bones are consumed. Let's look at something about bones being consumed. Let's look at that word right there and see what we get with bones. Let's see if we get the same word that we got last night. See if we get the same word we got last night. It say, my bones are consumed. Yeah, I'm finna put you back on my phone. Oh, you ain't no speaker. You hear me now?
Yeah.
He said bones again is at sim, and that's literally essence or substance, limbs or members. So his members were consumed. How would you sit back and what we would look at this here saying that my life is spent with grief, my years with sighing, my strength failed because of my iniquity, and my bones are consumed. What you think about it? You got something?
My bones are Ezekiel 37. That's your bone?
I wouldn't even look at the valley of the dry bones because they were already, could be consumed. They already dead.
There is something about it.
My bones are
Yes, sir. That was in Micah chapter 3. But see, when you look at the bones, is going to be symbolic of what did we talk about last night with flesh and bones?
That's the church.
The body.
Members.
The body and the head.
The body and the head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to sit back and look at how is this man coming to consume the body. It was something we're looking at. Let's look at what it is, 1 Kings 16. Get 1 Kings 16. Think about verse 1. Now what we actually gonna sit back looking at is a battle between the children of Yasharal and children of Yehuda. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta remember that Yehuda is gonna be more symbolic to the body than Yeshua is in some instances. But in this instance, Yeshua.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First Kings of Malakim Allah, 16, verse 1. When the word of Yahuwah came unto Yehud, the son of Hanah, against Bashar, saying, For as much as I exalted thee out of the dust, and made thee prince over my people Yasharah, and thou hast walked in the way of Jeroboam, and hast made my people Yasharah to sin, to provoke me to anger with their sin.
Now pause and swing over to the chapter over that and get about verse 16 so they can see who this who is.
Jeroboam.
Chapter 15 and verse 16.
And there was a war between Asa and Bashar, the king of Yasharah, all their days.
I want you to look at verse 14 and read it to them and make it verse 13. Matter of fact, make it 12. Matter of fact, make it 11.
Malachi 15, verse 11. And Asa did that which was right in the eyes of Yahuwah, as his father Daud.
So we're looking at Asa is actually a righteous man. Go ahead.
And he took away the Sodomites out of the
Now you
land.
see that there? Now that's funny, because we were reading that stuff and listening to my, what about the homosexuals? You know what I'm saying? But we see the righteous king is being applauded for getting these butt rangers out of the land. And what else did he do to get out of the land?
He took away the idols that his fathers had made.
So he got rid of the unclean and idolaters out of the land. Because since we looking at that, Troy, give me 2 Peter chapter 2, about verse 5. So you know why Asa went ahead and made that move? Because he felt like how Lot felt. See, a lot of people don't feel how Lot feels. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what my heart's heavy for the wicked. My heart don't. Your heart might be heavy for somebody once they get rejected of y'all, but after a while you get over that. Like, well, hey, that's them. I'm not going to shed no tears for you. Because you know why? Because you made that choice to be wicked. I didn't make that choice for you. You want me to feel sorry for you? And you know what the wicked do? Try to get you to feel sympathy for them for the choices that they make. Go ahead.
He spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing the flood upon the world of the ungodly, turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, and condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that afterwards shall live ungodly.
Yep.
And he delivered just Lot, vexed.
He delivered who?
Just Lot.
So he said that man was just. What else?
Vexed.
He was what?
Vexed.
He was angry.
With the filthy behavior of the wicked.
Filthy behavior. He was vexed with it. Go ahead.
For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with unlawful deeds.
He said it made him angry from day to day. You don't think Asa was mad when he would come through right there and get these Sodomites up out of here? You know what I'm saying? That's where you got to sit back and look at, are you vexed with the filthy behavior of the wicked? Not just seeing it, but hearing it. Get Romans 1 and 25. See, Buddy wanted us to see, like, let me tell you, we're going to reiterate this again. It's never, you don't want to hear about somebody dying. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, yeah, at the same token, I ain't finna shed no tears. That nigga was gay. That nigga was a whoremonger. He was an idolater. How am I going to, now I'm sitting back saying, I'm upset. I just give you the example, and we just kill it with that. Give me Leviticus chapter 10. I just give you this example, kill it with that right out the law, man. We already mentioned Samuel, right? What he told Samuel, right? What you crying over him for, seeing I done rejected? But let that nigga go. Let him die. I ain't got no sympathy for the evil bastard. You know what I'm saying? Because reason why I say that, because I told him to do something. You know what I told him to do? He didn't do it. Now I done rejected him. Basically, you're going to be sitting back telling y'all his judgment ain't just. He don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hell behind that. Dude told me, how could you serve a God that would let bears come kill 42 children? Them little niggas ought to die. You know what I'm saying? If y'all saw fit to kill, because in all honesty, not being funny, not being dead serious. In all honesty, what they want you to do is they want you to commit sin by saying Yah's judgment is unjust. You know what I'm saying? Then when you tell them, hey, and that's the judgment he rendered, it's right. They get frustrated because they're trying to tap you into your emotions, your feelings. Oh, but they were just little kids. No, they wasn't just little kids. You know what I'm saying? You came up and mocked the prophet of Elohim. Therefore, your blood is upon you. Therefore, you earned that destruction. I will not feel sorry. But they're just kids. Obviously, they weren't just kids. They could have grown up and been some of the most evil, wicked aliens you'd ever want to experience in your life. So, let that be known. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Let that be known. Go ahead, sir. Romans 1:25.
Who changed the truth of Elohim into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
That's what they do.
Who was blessed forever. Amen.
Yes, sir.
For this cause Elohim gave them up unto vile affections.
Vile affections.
Even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Yeah.
And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the women, burnt in their lust one towards another.
You think Most High Spirit is stamping that? You got people saying, well, Jesus never said nothing about homosexuals, so there ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay. Y'all know when he said something against homosexuals? If you know the book, where did the master say something against homosexuals? Because he said something against the old butt wrencher. Y'all ain't know he said something against a sister. You know he said something against a sister? You know what he said against a sister? Go ahead and share.
I think like when he's it ain't about the word, when he's talking about the blind leading, I feel like it's deeper than just teaching. I feel like it's an action too, like people doing stuff that they know they ain't supposed to
He said something directly out the law against a nigga being a punk.
Sodom Gomorrah.
That's one of them right there, be honest. Somebody, that's one of them. It's another one though. I'm talking about even more direct, but we'll read that. What that is? Matthew chapter 11. Give me Matthew chapter 11. Boy, go on here, boy. You ain't even crying for real. I don't even see a tear coming out tonight. Yeah, when he said it'd be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than for this generation. That's one of them.
That's
Matthew 11, give me the verse. What it say?
Oh, it say, I say, but
Give me the verse.
sorry, Matthew chapter 11, verse 22.
Matthew 11:22. Now, somebody give me Genesis. Get Genesis 19 while you know that Roman, right? What it is about Genesis 19 where you born from? What's it 20?
Matthew 11, verse 22.
Matthew 11:22.
But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sodom at that day of judgment than for you.
The day of what?
The day of judgment than for you. And thou, Capernaum, which are exalted unto Samaria, shall be brought down to hell. For if the mighty works which have been done in thee had been done in Sodom, it would have remained this day.
It would have, if that mighty works had been done where?
In Sodom,
It would have what?
it have remained this day.
Oh man.
But I say unto you, that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom.
The more tolerable for the land of where?
In Sodom.
Whoa. So that means we're gonna have to go on the law, right? And justify what he's talking about. Ain't we gonna have to do that? He said it would be better for Sodom in the day of judgment. Well, let's look at Genesis chapter 19. What verse we want? About 25?
About 20.
Verse 20. Let's see what they judgment was while you give me the epistle of Jude. Will. Probably about verse 5. Genesis 19:20.
Behold now, this city is near to flee into, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape there. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape there, for I cannot do anything till thou be come there. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar. The sun was risen upon the earth, and Lot entered into Zoar. And Yahuwah rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahuwah out of Shemayim.
Now that's the judgment, but let's look at why he rendered the judgment on this place. Back it up about verse 6. Matter of fact, not even 6. Look at verse 1. Same chapter.
And there came two Malachim to Sodom at evening.
No, in fact, we want Genesis 18. 18 and 20. 18 and 20. Now, we just read the judgment, but let's see why they get the judgment.
And Yahuwah said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous.
Let's look at grievous. He said they sin's pretty bad. Remember now, this man said he was vexed with the filth of hearing and seeing the filthy behavior of the wicked. That means the Father himself was vexed with sin. He just heard the cry. He said the sin was grievous. Oh no, this vexes me. Oh man, look at what these niggas down there doing. I mean, for real though. You know what I'm saying? Because when we say nigga, like, that's niggerish behavior, man. You know what I'm talking about? You playing with boys. Not just boys, but they were fornicating and all. Niggerish, man. Because you know what a nigga do? A nigga ain't ashamed at what he did. Y'all know the story, man. That man, them people went up into that man's doorstep. That's kabah, to be heavy, weighty, hard, burdensome.
You know the same word that is?
Well, he know. Don't answer that.
Oh.
You know. He just went over.
Yeah, so we
Kabod to be heavy.
That's
To honor your parents.
yeah. That's the same word for honor your father and mother.
see, but they weren't honoring nobody around us. That's why he said, my burden is easy. My yoke is light. He said his commandments ain't grievous. These things ain't heavy. That what dudes say, see, his commandments ain't grievous, but yet I can't work on the Sabbath. That ain't grievous. Niggas grievous for you because you's a chump. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta sit back and look at it with grievous to the Most High. He gotta keep, just sit back, you sit back looking at it, right? Hello? So sit back and you look at it, right? You sit in Shamahim and you hear two niggas moaning because they having sex with each other. You got to hear that. I mean, put yourself like this because he see and hear everything, right? And he got to sit there and hear that. You know what I'm saying?
That's his point.
I'm trying to sit back and put it in the natural.
Lot was seeing it.
He's seeing it.
It's all right.
And hearing it. Just imagine you sitting in your house, you two hear niggas go. You live in an apartment, you hear the next door neighbor getting it. It's two niggas in here though.
You walk out and see them the next day though.
And you see that nigga, they holding hands like, man, this whole, man, I heard it. But I couldn't even sleep last. You call your boy, I couldn't even sleep last night. My nigga, and these old baggy niggas, they don't have a saying, brothers, nigga hollering and moaning. You know what I'm saying? Now they over there, they fornicating in Sodom and Gomorrah too, right? He got to see and hear all that. You know what I'm saying? Like he turned his head if you're married with it. I ain't got no business looking at that. That's great.
Probably would smash your horses and all over.
Oh,
Yeah, because he say fornication is strange flesh. Strange flesh. Now you watch a nigga knock down a monkey. Hit lambs. You know what I'm talking about?
Boy,
Hey, I'm talking about all that though. I want y'all to put, because this is something that you can literally see nigga around here, because some of y'all don't think everybody, you around here blowing booty. He watching that. Oral sex, he watching that. This man is sitting in Shamahim disgusted. See, that's what people don't sit back and realize, man, that's all that. Man, y'all don't sit back. This man is disgusted. He's sitting back watching. Y'all think he don't see this stuff? That's how niggas think. They think he don't see. This man is seeing this like, this nigga here. And he hear you talking about, oh, praise Yah, I love Yah. Come here, girl. He like, this nigga here. Just imagine how, put yourself in his shoes and try to imagine how he feel watching wickedness. Now, if you put that in your brain, now how could you go commit it after that? Because we do stuff and we think like this man's not watching. You know what I'm saying? This man is watching. That man said that cry, that sin come up, boy, that thing grievous to me, boy. This heavy right here. Well, I'm ready to murder something. Come on, sir. Keep on going, Jordan.
I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which has come unto me. If not, I will know.
He said, I'm going to go down and make sure that what I'm hearing, that's what's happening. You know what I'm talking about? I just ain't going to take you up out of here, right, just because I heard it, right? I'm finna go see if that's what it is. So that's how our law roll right there. You just can't go by what a nigga told you. You need to go see if that's what it is. Oh, well, he got you on a whole nother level. You ain't see that coming now. Oh, man, y'all don't operate like that because you told me, right? Let me go see that's what it is. Because you know, that's what a lot of niggas do. They go by what a nigga told them. But you don't know if that's what that is, though. You know what I'm saying? So you done run off and took that as fight, because the nigga told, I just tell you the other day, nigga told me something, I ain't never even spoke on it, because I don't even know if that's what it is. I ain't even trying to inquire, because I really don't actually care. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like what Egypt, he said, I heard your crying, I seen your affliction.
I seen it. It vexed my soul. I'm gonna come see about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come. Not only did I hear about it, I saw about it. I'm gonna come see about that. And then you know what the Most High did after that? Hold on, read verse 23. He sent down 2 witnesses, didn't he? Sent down 2 Malachim, because I can't smash you on one. I need 2. Go ahead, sir.
23, same chapter.
Yes, sir.
19,
18.
23. And Abraham drew near and said, "Wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked?"
No, ain't that say? And then what did we reread yesterday, right? Last night, right? When Amalek said, "Will you destroy the righteous nation?" He said, "That's why I kept you back, because I'm not going to destroy the righteous with the wicked." So he ain't gonna do that. See, I'm gonna read 1 Peter chapter 4. You just hold what you got. I was gonna walk there, but my boots hurt. 4 and 16. 1 Peter 4 and 16. I can't let them lock up again. They lock up while I'm gonna be on the floor. Like that time you laughed at me. Well, I had a dead leg. I'm talking about dead leg twice in one day, bro. I got out the car, man, my leg locked up, and he just sit there and look at me laughing. I'm laying in the middle of the street. Street parking, I made him this still the street. He just left it up, laughing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still wounded by that. Just leave it. He ain't never bird. He ain't come out. He said he ain't gonna try to massage the cramp out of nothing. He's gonna leave it.
What he said last night? Alright.
I'm gonna talk. I need to stay focused. No, I didn't talk about my leg locked up. It wasn't no massage. You was gonna get out of that. You just gotta straighten him out and just wait. Ooh, well, I tell you like this here, boy. I walk in the nigga house, boy. This daughter beside this rusty nigga. I'm swinging on that nigga. I don't even want to know what's going on.
What you got?
Oh man, nigga just asked talking about that nigga Brandon be posting crazy stuff, man. I posted a picture of a lady massaging her husband, getting a massage from her son. I don't tell you no lie. Well, my mama came every time I give her a massage when I was about 16, 17, walk out the door. I'll take that one. I ain't doing that one. I'm straight. I pay for it. I'm not doing that. That's just moving though. I can't do that. Not me. I can't do it. I ain't with it. Y'all might feel it. I
I done hit my mic. I done hit him on the shoulders now. I ain't.
From what he described, that it wasn't no, come on, mama soldier type. Like he like this here, mom dude laid out.
And back and all that.
Nah,
Shirt
I ain't
off,
probably.
But that,
Man, we ain't talking about no neck massage. You know what I'm talking about? You give your grandma a neck massage, like I said, baby, you know my neck locking up on me. Okay, grandma, I got you.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? From what he described, that wasn't what he was describing. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga was described as something like, you need to see a trained professional. You know what I'm talking about? You need to see a trained professional. But like I say, on the flip side though, from what he described, if you would have seen a grown man getting done like that by a daughter, oh, you're gonna be disgusted. You know what I'm saying? We'll sweep that under the rug. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's really come in with that ethnic complex, come in and mentality, certain stuff like, hey man, that's not normal. That's not normal. But I didn't actually look at the post. I was just going by his description. I didn't really care to see it. You know what I'm saying? Really, he just be telling me about stuff when people be arguing on his post, and I be telling him like, stop arguing with the people, bro. Like, why would you engage with people you know want to argue unless that's what you like? You know what I'm saying? So you be like, yeah, bro, my homeboy called me. He say, man, we teaching doctrines of demons. I say, tell your homeboy, I don't care. I done taught this homeboy before. So what would be the purpose of me trying to convince him that we not teach? Dude, blaspheming. So let it be. He the one, he's speaking against his own soul. What I care for? You know what I'm talking about? 1 Peter 4 and 16. Yet if any man suffer as a Yahudim, let him not be ashamed. Remember how we read that last night? See, if you suffer as a Yahudim, what that make it, right? Circumcised in the heart. Well, your praise is in the Ruach and not a man and not he, right? Because remember, anybody, I told you last night, now, there's a difference between being confused and not understanding. There's a difference. And I don't want y'all to get caught up in that where you think because you don't understand that you're confused. You're not confused if you don't understand. A lot of y'all done took classes in some shape, form, or fashion in somewhere in your life where you didn't understand what they were talking about, but you weren't confused. Some of y'all done took classes in your lifetime where you were confused. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what, and when you get confused, you know what ends up happening? You no longer have really a desire or care for that subject, and you toss it away. People who get confused with the word, they end up tossing it away. But the confusion is not with the word. The confusion is with you. And the confusion is with you is because you mingle. So you drinking that cup of Babylon, you got that mixed wine, and that's why you're confused. Because Elohim is not the author of confusion. So when that confusion come in, that's because it's wrought from the wicked one. And if it's wrought from the wicked one, it's because you commit sin. Because he that commits sin is of the devil. You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. That's why you're confused. You Satan's seed. You'll never understand the things of the Ruach HaKodesh because it's not for the carnal to understand. You know what I'm saying? That's what the book says. So when you tell people that, man, what kind of God will do that there? The kind of God that don't want a wicked nigga like you to know what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to know what I got going on. Because you evil. Because you unbelieving. But there's a difference because there were things the apostles didn't understand. And they went to the master and were like, we don't understand what you meant by that. And he told them what he meant. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you. There's a difference. Were the apostles confused because they didn't understand? When he told them it's not that go within a man that defile him, but what come out, Peter then came to him and said, hey man, I don't understand what that means. And he went off on him. He without understanding too. Because I would expect y'all to know what I was talking about. Nevertheless, I'm going to tell you.
They were never confused.
They were never confused. They just didn't understand what he meant by the statement. I don't know what that means. There's plenty of times in that book that said they were desirous to ask him questions because I don't understand what you meant by that. But they weren't confused. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand what you mean. There have been times when y'all says like, I don't understand what you mean when you say that. All right. I ain't never thought in my mind, oh, this nigga's confused. I know when a nigga confused because they don't know which way to go. When you confused, you everywhere. You all over the place. Getting tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine like a child. Children are easily confused. You know what I'm saying? You throw too much stuff at a child, they easily confused. And just remember now, you get confused, you're in a Kadeshim, which means you're not a sanctified one. You're not set apart, which means you weren't sanctified by the truth, sanctified by the Ruach to have a belief from the truth in the beginning. This means 9 times out of 10, you're destined to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He say, verse 17, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Elohim, and if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Elohim? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? Because he said only a remnant, right? So he say, boy, if there ain't that many of them going to get saved, well, what ungodly and the transgressor going to slide in at? But guess what everybody thinking? God going to save them, you know, just give them some time. They'll latch on to the word. Nigga, how much time you need? He say, as soon as you heard the word, they did what? Submit themselves to it, right? So you think it's going to take 2-3 years to get you right? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about really latching on it. Not just talking about it. He said, their hearts far from me. So they running their mouth. They heart ain't with me. They not steadfast in my covenant. They're not firm. They not locked in. They ain't not 10 toes down. Nigga just talking. Nigga don't even realize the stuff they say and do, they actually saying and doing what's right here in this book. Don't even know they fulfilling it. Even people who claim that they were in this and claim that they know it, you fulfilling the book. I done heard niggas say stuff like, what? That book what you just said, you ain't even know it. Some of that stuff your cousin was saying, that book what he said, against his own soul though. He was bearing witness to the book against his own soul. See, brother, see, he ain't dealing with no prophecy, brother. See, that's the spirit of prophecy. He ain't even realize you just damned yourself. Because it say the testimony of Yahushua is the Ruach of prophecy. We testifying to the Son right here to your face and you reject it. That means you rejected. That means you doing Deuteronomy 18 and 19. I raise up a prophet like unto you. And him ye shall hear. But whoever won't hear, I'm going to require to him. He damned his own soul with his own mouth. Niggas so dumb that this man didn't realize, even though you had this wicked thought in your heart, that I'm trying to stop you from actually verbalizing it. Because if you get this out your mouth, you good and done. You know what I'm saying? I know you good and done. But you probably didn't say it. You were ready. You probably didn't say that out of my part. Go sit back and say a man can take away a woman's sins. How many of y'all in here think you marry a woman, you can take away your sins? How many of you feel like when you married your wife, you took her sins away? I didn't think so. You know what I'm saying? That's what this man said, don't you? That's what it is, people who teach this.
7 women will come to 1 man and get their sins.
Get they sent. Not even just 7 women come to 1 man. It's dudes that teach that if you marry a woman, you'll take her sins away and now she can get in the kingdom because she got a covenant. This is what these wicked men use to entice these women to marry them. But then they're not even marrying these women. They just like to hear, come on around here and get this meat. You know what I'm saying? I done put that meat off in you. You my wife now. Go on to work now while I'm on Facebook preaching the word. Because I got to do labor for the Lord, man. Gotta find more. I gotta get a harem. And then guess what they do after this here? You no longer please me. Here's your bill of divorce. But you'll write a document for her to get rid of her, but you won't get a document to get her. And I sit back and look at that, and y'all is sitting back watching and hearing all of this. We're going to show how that's taking that man's name in vain. We done dealt with that before. Hold on, though. He said, wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of Elohim. Again, look at the suffering. Because you're going to have to suffer according to the... It's Yah's will for some to suffer. Commit the keeping of their souls to him and well-doing as unto a faithful creator. Now, come on, fit into Genesis 18. Where you got? Genesis 18 and 1. 23. Go ahead.
23. And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Peradventure, there be 50 righteous within the city. Will you also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are there?
That's good. He said, well, he said he going to destroy the righteous with the wicked, right? So he going to make sure, but guess what? We already know what happened. How many righteous men he found them? Not man, but one. And that was Lot. He got all the way down to 5. He said, well, I ain't even got 5. And really, they ain't there because he didn't even count Lot. He said, that's your people, so I'm going to get your people up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even really count Lot. I'm going to get your people up out of here. I'm going to say here regardless. Because that's your people. You talk. Because he had already said, I know he'll do justice and judgment and teach his people the way of Yahuwah. So you already know he had to talk. Lot lived with him. You know what I'm saying? Then when Lot got grown, he said, you know, oh man, I'm going to slide on over here and do my thing. He said, well, go ahead, nephew. You know what I'm saying? Remember, because you got to remember now, Lot, daddy died. So Abraham took him unto him as his own son. We could look at that something else and I'm going to keep moving. Come on, read that epistle of Jude, verse 5.
That go back to your beloved. Yeah, that go back to your beloved as the Father.
Yeah, that's what you just think about. That's what you think about?
Yes, something. But that's after we
Jude, verse 6.
give me 5. Tell me what 5.
I will therefore put in remembrance.
Yeah, I put you in remembrance now. Go ahead.
You know, I will therefore put in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that Elohim, having saved the people out of the land of Mitzrayim, afterwards destroyed them that believe not.
The same, that's what happened to people in Sodom and Gomorrah. We get rid of you. Well, remember now, all this here, these epistles line up with what the law said and what the master said. We're going to go back a little bit. The master said in Matthew 11 again now. Come on.
And the Malachim, which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved the everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of that great day.
Mm-hmm.
Even as Sodom and Gomorrah.
Even as what?
Sodom and Gomorrah.
What about them?
The cities about them in the like manner, giving themselves over unto fornication and going after strange flesh, are set up for an example.
I don't know what?
An example.
They went after what else now? Strange
flesh.
They went after
and
strange
fornication.
flesh. They like booty. And they were fornicating.
Suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
You going to hell. So hold on. Give me 1 Corinthians 6, man, about verse 13. You go back to Rome. You still hold it wrong. Right? Now, because people always say the man ain't say nothing about no sisters, right?
1 Corinthians
6 and 13. Because he said they went after fornication too, so we can't let that slide now. Somebody, hold on. Get Genesis 34 about that fornication too. You touched it last week. Troy, get that Genesis 34. Sit back and show you, but we'll let no fornication slide. Come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 13. Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats. But Elohim shall destroy both it and them.
Now, what did I just mention to y'all last night about the belly? Say meats for the belly and belly for the meats, but Elohim will destroy it and them. So what does it mean? Because I know little buddy talking about you talking bad about me on the video, so I know you watching like, I put it on tape. I didn't care if you heard it or not. It ain't nothing I ain't say to your face when we was on the phone. Was it anything I ain't say? I said it to your face, man.
Like what?
Huh?
It's added.
Sure, I let him know, yeah, but I think he gave it. You know what I'm saying? You talk about, I just want to make sure that Yahuwah ain't got no heavy heart for the wicked and no butt wrencher, no booty bandits. I want to make sure he ain't got no heavy heart for them. You know what I'm saying? Because if Yahuwah got a heavy heart for a booty bandit, then okay, I stand corrected. I have a heavy heart for a booty bandit. But if he ain't got no heavy heart for no booty bandit, I guess I ain't got one either. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't finna be right. Boy, that's a good homosexual they killed. That faggot ought to die, and the sinner who was with him. And guess what? If I commit sin like unto them, I ought to die with them too. See, that's the difference what most people don't hear they said. Because I said that to him too. Because I said that to him too though. On the phone. I say, bro, if I was doing this, that, and the third, I ought to go to hell with him. What you mean? You think I'm just sitting back looking at up high looking, oh, that faggot ought to go to hell. Shoot, I around here hit a nigga in the booty, I ought to go to hell too. You know what I'm saying? I around here go lay with this woman, I ought to go to hell too. What you mean? Ain't none. You know what I'm talking about? But I told brother, I say, brother, ain't just no homosexuals, bro. But we ain't on none of that. Like, bro, we ain't on none of that. Whatever you thinking, bro, we ain't on stamp none of that. So that means, boy, if I ain't with no sister, I ain't with no whoremonger and adulterer in the same breath.
So a dude gay?
Huh?
Dude just talking to a gay?
I believe so personally. He may not be. But his speech was leading me to believe either you extremely sympathize with homosexuals or you quite possibly were a homosexual or are homosexual. Because no heterosexual man would go that hard for a homosexual. I don't see that happening. I've been heterosexual for 36 years. I ain't met one. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. My
But
heart
it's
is
a lot of
heavy.
girls that go for that too though. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of girls, like straight girls that got like gay friends and they go hard for them. You know what I'm saying?
That mean they just, that's in them too.
Oh, they stand it. They got to stand it because they got it friends.
I mean, but the fact of if you ride with somebody in an illicit behavior, no matter what it is, that means you tactically agree with it. And if you tactically agree with it, that means the likelihood of you participating in it is high. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see too many. I had a few homeboys that rolled with us when we sold dope that didn't sell dope. So if you rolling with us, that means you agree with it. And if opportunity is, and he tried to sell dope, he just wasn't good at it. One of them. That means you will try. Like if you're not a whoremonger, you're not gonna hang out with whoremongers every day. Because eventually you will do that. That's the same way one time I'm not a hoe, but all your friends hoes though. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, like all your friends are hoes though. So that means to tell me you either were a hoe or you are a hoe. Like the issue is not that you're a whore, it's that you're lying about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Both of the issue.
No, I'm talking about if you sit back looking at, okay, I'm going to deal with you. I know you're a hoe because all your friends are hoe. You know what I'm talking about? So I know you're a hoe. But you don't want to tell me you're a hoe? See, that's just my friends. I'm not like that. That's the number one line like that. I'm not really like that. I don't usually do it. Really? How many men have you told that one to? I don't usually do this. Well, if you don't usually do it, why are you doing it now then? That's like if they say, I don't usually smoke crack, but pass me that here. You gonna look at him like, I know you don't. You want another, you want to go half on this 40 or what? You know what I'm saying? At least women may not think that, but when a man hear that line right there, I don't usually, this whole line. Because most men don't look at somebody and say, I don't usually do this. You know what I'm saying? We don't use that line. You know what I'm saying? I've never met a dude that told me, yeah, bro, I told her I don't usually do this, and she went. Because niggas will talk with each other and tell like, bro, I told this chick this right here, bro. She went for it, bro. I ain't even think she was going to buy it. She bought it. You got men that sit around and compare bold-faced lies, and they shoot the women all the time to see what they can put together so they can put it in their arsenal and shoot it at you. You know what I'm saying? And then they come back amongst their peers and sit back and die laughing about, bro, she went for it, bro. She went for it. She done went for it. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas keep a full clip. Like I said, bah, I shot at this one here, she ain't go for it. Bah, boy, I got one, boy, she went for it, bro. She went for it, bro, she went for it. You know what I'm saying? See, I just told the truth. You go for it, you go for it. You don't, you don't. But you know what I'm saying? But I know niggas who did know. They come and tell me like, bro, she went for it, bro. She went for it. I'm telling you, men don't use that line. So when we hear that woman come up with, I usually don't sleep with men on the first date, but I really like you. Okay, okay, you don't usually do this here. Turn out, and she is extra freaky when you catch her.
You know exactly what you're doing, but you don't usually do it.
You don't usually do this though.
Yeah.
I usually don't drink, but I feel like this is for you. I know you usually don't. Just go ahead and say, let me get that, let me get. And then when they say they usually don't drink, they get the hardest liquor in the store. They get some stuff you don't even drink. You like, I thought you didn't drink. How you know about that? You know what I'm saying? It's never the issue like this here, man. I can tell you now, if a man was a hoe, right, he ain't gonna sit back and be like, hey, man, I ain't no hoe. And you know all his friends is around here slinging meat to anything wrong. You know what I'm talking about? He gonna tell you like, shoot, yeah, boy, I used to get it in my time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you this, that, and the third, but yeah, I've been out here. They gonna go ahead and tell you, keep 100 with you. Women don't want you because they feel like if I tell you I've been with this amount of men, you ain't gonna want to talk to me no more. You know what I'm saying? So in their selfishness, they'll hold that back. Then over the period of time, you go to dealing with them, you find, well, it shouldn't have mattered. No, you should have just told it. Because I feel like if you can hold that type of information back, which is really insignificant, then you can hold anything back. I really can't trust you. It ain't even about the issue about you did this or you did that. It's about the fact that you can look me in my face and withhold information, knowing that I asked you this plainly, and you felt like, I ain't gonna tell him that because he might go. You keeping it is what's gonna make him go. It's not even gonna be what you kept back. It's gonna be the fact that you kept it back. You're not trustworthy and you're selfish, and a nigga will get missing on that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't realize it. It's just behave, man. If he couldn't overlook it, that means that just ain't the person for you. You know what I'm saying? It'd be no different. How you women feel if dude came to you like, I want to talk to you, but I got something I got to tell you. What? I used to hit men. You know what I'm saying? I used to be with a man. I used to be a homosexual. Would you feel like that you had a period of time dealing with this man, knowing that he holding that information? You know what I'm talking about? And then he bring that out to you later. When you could have been like, when we were disclosing, okay, I'd have done this or did this here. You could have disclosed that. You took the decision away from me if I wanted to deal with you or not. You made that decision for me.
That's selfish.
That's selfish. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you only really care about yourself. You took that decision away from me. Not even knowing it, I might have been like, well, shit, that ain't no big deal. You don't do it no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's something very open for the video.
No, but I'm talking about over a period of time. That's why I say when you begin to disclose. You know what I'm saying? You begin to disclose, this is what I'm on.
A situation like that, well, that's still in the closet, bro.
For real.
For real.
But what I'm getting to is the selfishness of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's selfish behavior. You don't really care about nobody but yourself. Because you looking at, I don't want to lose this, but you're not caring about what it. You done made that decision for me. I might have not wanted to mess with you based off of that. Then they come out, well, it shouldn't matter now. It do matter because you're a lying bastard. Because now I got to sit back and look at what else you want in life. And what else because now I know you got the propensity to look me in my face and lie to me. I know you have that ability. Because withholding information that especially if you being open and you asking about certain stuff, you holding that mean you will lie to me. I can't trust somebody who will lie to me. Because when they go down, boy, you'll get me killed. What you got now?
34, Genesis.
34, what you finish that there? Finish that verse in Jude. I'm just telling you something real. You got it. People be selfish. First Corinthians 6, that's what it was at. I think so. Meats for the belly and belly for the meat. So y'all know what that means? What was the curse on Satan in the garden? What he told the serpent he had to do? He had to go up on his belly. What Paul told you in Philippians, your God is your belly. And you mind earthly things. So he said meats for the belly, belly for the meats. Them people in Sodom and Gomorrah were going off their base desires. That's why he said Elohim would destroy it and them. He destroyed the place and them. You know what I'm saying? That's an example of that because the meat that they were eating or the fruit that they were eating was the fruit of their own heart and their own desire. And that's what's going to end up happening to you and going. That's why you can't sit back and say the master didn't say nothing about homosexuality because obviously he did. Just off of one statement, it would be more tolerable in Sodom and in Gomorrah than for this generation because they ain't even, Sodom and Gomorrah didn't even see me. He telling these people, boy, if I would have stepped out there and went to preaching, I bet them they would have stopped hitting booty. Now, that's supposed to make the Yahudim feel bad, ain't it? That he's sitting here telling them, if I would have stepped in Sodom and Gomorrah, I bet you they would have stopped being homosexual. I bet they would have stopped fornicating. I bet they would have repented and believed. And I'm standing here and y'all ain't doing none of that. And you still won't believe. Go ahead and sit back and look at it. They ain't fornicating. He said they ain't fornicating. They ain't around here hitting niggas in the booty. They just wicked and unbelieving. Go ahead, bro. That's another example of how unbelief is extremely more wicked than actual works of the flesh. Because he's not coming at them on Matthew 11 about anything about what they doing. He's saying, y'all won't hear the word. That's ugly. Come on, son.
Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats. But Elohim shall destroy both of them. Now the body is not for fornication,
Body ain't for fornication.
but for Elohim, and Elohim for the body. And Elohim have both raised up Yahuwah, and will also raise up us by his own power. Know ye not that your bodies are members of Mashiach? Shall I then take the members of Mashiach and make them as members
Remember how we
of
talk
a
about the
harlot?
bones in 31? He said, my bones are consumed because of iniquity. The members are consumed because of sin. He said, my strength gone. My members are consumed because, that's what I want y'all to sit back and realize. 99.9% of the time I'm willing to wager. Of course, I can't stand that because I ain't looked at it in every instant. But when you look at bones, I guarantee you're going to see what's talking about members. It's talking about you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to keep that in mind when you see that flesh and bone. That's why I put that out there earlier and told y'all this last night. Satan's objective is to separate the flesh from the bones. He's trying to keep you from your master. He don't want you to follow. He wants you to put his book down. He wants you to cleave the sinner. He said, he that walk with fools shall be destroyed. How you going to walk with people who don't walk in the word? And you think you're going to be saved? I ain't talking about that talking crap. I'm talking about they own that. They own that. See, sin is something you look at, well, ain't nobody right. So that's your excuse to hang with a sinner. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I was telling you this other day, man. My people, man, back in about 2013, she used to post this all the time. It was sinner excuses. She used to just post stuff that sinners used to say. Sinners things that sinners say. You know what I'm saying? Because we were just talking about that. Like, we both knew sinner's speech. You know what I'm saying? Because there's things that sinners say. One of the biggest ones is, God know my heart. That's sinner talk. You know what I'm saying? That's sinner talk. See, he don't look on the outward appearance. He look on the heart. You even taking that out of context. That ain't even what he's talking about. You know what he was talking about? You know why he made that statement to Samuel? Who know why he made that statement to Samuel? The context of why he made that statement to Samuel.
They was looking at Saul because of the outward appearance.
As a beautiful man or whatever the case might be, but they weren't looking.
Good, man.
Saul appearance like he was bigger and stronger and mighty.
But he was wicked. And David was small and ruddy and pretty. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he can't be the one. He don't look like no killer. He don't look like no gangster. He was the hardest killer out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Real live soldier, but that's what that means. But that's sinner talk. Sinner talk is we all got to go before the throne. That's sinner talk. Even though the book say that, that's sinner talk. That's what a sinner say. You know what I'm saying? That's what there's certain things that sinners say. Even though that nigga would climb. Well, we got to play a song for you. This nigga is a fool. You hear me? That fool. Well, I'm talking about, boy, that nigga Peasy is a fool. That nigga hard on, so I'm talking about this here. But it's certain things he would say, though, like you could tell, like, you sinning. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have this indignation towards certain people, because when you sin it, you don't really want nobody to call that out. So what you end up doing is you try to see if there's any blemishes or spots on them to make you actually feel better about you. Oh, yeah, of course. See, he prideful. See, I got a meek spirit. See, I'm home. See, I'm home. I'm gonna let you finish talking. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna let you finish talking. You don't respect. Yeah, well, I let him finish talking till that nigga was finna blaspheme. We let him talk a little till he was finna blaspheme. Now, I gotta stop you now, cause I ain't finna listen to that. You ain't finna whisper in my ears, a man can take away a woman's sin. I can either stop you from talking or hang the phone up in your face. Which one you want? And I was on the phone with Will, so I didn't want to hang up my phone. So I'm going to just go ahead and go off on you, because I know that's going to make you hang up your phone. And what did he do? He hung up his phone. I think when they see, you got to read 1 Corinthians chapter 7, I said, bro, please don't do what I need you to do. He went to doing it. I said, bro, put this book down and just go home and go sleep. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, why you finna get on? Why you finna sit here and lie on this man? Go home, bro. Cool what I'm saying? What you say? Man, your father's house is the Valley of Hinnom. Oh yeah, we're leaving here. See, that's the capital doctor. Leaving the way. Y'all know, I done talked to you before. Y'all know the Lake of Fire in the book, right? I'm talking about no New Testament either. No New Testament either. I ain't got to go in the New Testament and show the Lake of Fire at all. Not one time. I debated nigga that like 3-4 years ago. You got to watch somebody that say it ain't no hell, man.
I think called you that one of the whole witnesses.
The whole witnesses don't believe in
No, anybody that don't believe in hell, bro, is somebody that's telling you that it's not consequences and repercussions for your actions. I'm talking about, come on, bro, you believe in jail though, don't you, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You believe you catch a case, boy, you going to jail.
Nah, they believe like this. How they believe it. Like when you catch on fire, like they say, you take a piece of paper. And
I know.
light the paper on fire. What happened to that paper?
I know.
They turn to ash. So they looking at hell as you just gonna cease to exist. Not looking at it as you gonna be in there and your flesh gonna burn. But your flesh not gonna be consumed. It's just gonna continually burn. And they don't look at it like that. We looking at it like that. They thinking that that's a.
She asked me about that. I told her, she said, that's what I told her.
Hey, you can hear me?
She said it right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we hear you, man.
Oh yeah, one person, they was like, how can the beer be burned or flesh be burned? Something, whatever, like that.
Yeah, I told her. Because you know what? Because I had told you then that she had just asked me about that. And when I gave her the answer, she said, that's what I told her. I said, well, then you told her right. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us what.
I mean, we get to it in a minute, because we're dealing with burning fire anyway. I'm just saying, we're dealing with it anyway. Finish it 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Yeah, we're dealing with it anyway. So I'm going to get to it anyway, because we're dealing with it anyway. Go ahead, 1 Corinthians 6, finish that.
Oh yeah, know not that your bodies are members for Mashiach. Shall then you take the members of Mashiach and make them members of a harlot? Yah forbid. What? Know ye not that which is joined to a harlot is one body? For two, says he, shall be one flesh.
So we can't make his members no son. How his members going to be consumed? You consumed with sin. You're going to be joined to that. But you see how he said that? Because he said he went after strange flesh. Go back to Jude. Finish that up. He said he went after strange flesh. I don't know what he keep getting in front talking about this man ain't say nothing about no punks. I'm going to tell you the other place where he said something about some punks. You ready for it? Mark chapter 12, when he said, what's the greatest commandment? Love Yahuwah with all your heart, all your soul, all your might, and all your strength. He told you then, I ain't weak down no punks. Because that Deuteronomy 6 and 4, right? The Lord y'all to keep his commandments, right? His commandment was not to lay with a man like you lay with a woman. Whoever do so is an abomination. They blood upon him. So he said that 2 witnesses right there. Somebody going to hell with being a sissy. You want to sit back and say, Jesus ain't say nothing about being no sissy. Yes, he did. You going to hell. Now put that in your pipe and smoke. Go ahead.
Put that in the pipe.
Yeah, put that. He don't need a pipe. Shit. Peat pipe, bone pipe. You don't need something. What you going? Smoke pipe.
Even as Sodom and Jude 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set up forth as an example, suffering in vengeance of eternal fire. Likewise also these, filthy dreamers, defile the flesh.
Say filthy who?
Dreamers.
Jeremiah 23. You know what it is. You know what verse 1. Filthy dreamers. This ain't no Martin Luther King like them niggas talking about. But guess what? This is going to tie into something we talked about last night, right? Filthy dreamers are filthy vision makers are filthy prophecies. You feel me? I'm going to get that Michael 3 to back that up.
Likewise also filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despite dominion, and speak evil of the dignities.
You know what that means to speak evil of dignities?
Speak evil of the saints.
Speak evil of that which is right. Speak evil of Yahushua and his Kadeshim. Speak evil of you. Come on, finish. Just, go ahead and read what I asked you.
Jeremiah 23:16.
23 and 16. Back me up to 14 though, because it was something that I was thinking about this afternoon.
14. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem a horrible thing.
What did you see?
They commit adultery.
They do what?
Commit adultery. They walk in lies.
They tell lies.
They strengthen the hands of evildoers.
Evildoers.
That none return from wickedness.
They don't come back.
They are all of them unto me as Sodom and the inhabitants of Gomorrah.
What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Fire and brimstone them. So he said they like punks to me.
Therefore, thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth concerning the prophets, I will feed them with the wormwood,
With wormwood.
and I will make them drink water of gall.
God, hold yourself. You know what that wormwood is? Bitterness. That's bitterness. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead.
For from the prophets of Jerusalem is profane gone forth into the land. Thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy.
I want you to pause right there, right? That water of gall, you know what that is? That is rosé, and that's venom. It's poisonous. What y'all know about somebody drunk something that was poisonous? It's something in the writings about some people that drunk something that was poisonous.
Was it Paul with Acts?
That Paul did as well, but it's another place in the scripture.
Paul bit by snake.
Damn.
It'd be like snake food back the fire or something.
It was a prophet that was involved in this. Not a minor prophet. He didn't have a book. It was a list. They were drinking about a pot. They said it was poison.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he had to heal the pot and the poison. The people were drinking out the pot. They died. So you look at water of gall, it's water of venom or poison. So when you turn around, what you're looking at it's that Revelation 14, where he said they'll drink the cup of his wrath without mixture, because they done turned around and they done took this mark of the beast, or they done followed the adversary. This is what's going to happen to every false prophet. They're going to make you drink bitterness in the water. What is bitterness? You're going to be separated from you. I'm going to make you drink this wormwood. I'm going to drink this water of gall. I'm going to give you the cup. Because in Isaiah 51, he said that the cup will pass from them and they won't drink it no more. He said, I'm going to put it in the hands of those that walked over you, that told you to bend over. It's going to go into the hands of the wicked. Go ahead, sir.
It says, thus says Yahuwah Sabaoth, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, not from the mouth of Yahuwah. They say still unto them that despise me, Yahuwah has said, ye shall have shalom.
That's what these wicked niggas do. That's what these wicked niggas do. You despise the man by breaking the commandment. And they gonna tell you, y'all still love you. You'll have peace. See, that's the thing I be telling you. You can't give somebody encouragement when they in sin. The book is against that. He's not gonna tell you to encourage them. Go ahead.
And they say unto everyone that walk after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come.
So you gonna do what you want to do. You going by your own belly, right? And y'all ain't gonna do nothing to you. Well, Proverbs 11 tell you evil pursues sinners. That means the lake of fire is coming after you, is chasing behind you. Instead of talking about 1, 2, Freddie coming for you. So ain't gonna be no 3, 4, you lock your door. It's gonna be none of that. That man coming for you. You know what I'm saying? It's a pursuing, it's coming for you. Drop down, bro. To 21.
You want to do 20? It says, 21. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. If they stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned from their evil ways and from the evil of their doings.
Yes, they would.
Am I an Elohim at hand, saith Yah, and not an Elohim afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, says Yahuwah? Do not I fill the heavens and the earth, says Yah? I have heard what the prophets say. They prophesy lies in my name. They say, I have dreamed, I have dreamed.
A dream.
How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy
How long will
lies?
they tell these lies?
They are prophets of deceit of their own heart. They cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor.
So that's a false vision. It's a false prophecy. You say they cause the people to forget what I say based off their dreams. Remember what we read last night? I'm going to get to Micah chapter 3 about what we read last night, and I'm going to show you something. Go to Micah 3, I'm going to show you something. You go back to Genesis 34. You hold it Matthew 11, right? And whatever.
We started with the first king.
Okay, yeah, we in 1 Kings 15. I'm on with it. Let me get this Micah chapter 3 real fast. Something we looked at last night, but I ain't really go all the way in on. What happened to your clothes, baby? In Micah chapter 3, right, he said in verse 6. I'll read verse 5 again. Thus saith Yahuwah concerning the prophets that make my people err. Ain't that what he just said? That's what the scribes, like we were talking about last night, the scribes and Pharisees were causing the people to err. They bite with their teeth and cry shalom, and he that put not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. Therefore, night shall be unto you, that you shall not have a vision. It shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine, and the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. Now remember, we were talking about that. He made it go dark over all them false prophets and scribes when he died. So what he was saying is, I'm going to shut you off from lying. You ain't going to, there's going to come a time you're not going to give no more false prophecies. You're not going to give no more false lies, or no more false words, or false oracles. You know what I'm saying? When these people come to you and they tell you, because the law says in Deuteronomy 29 that if a man say he'll have peace and he walk after add drunkenness and thirst and after the imagination of his own heart, that man say, I will blot your name out from under Shamanim. You going to hell. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk around here and say, Yah is with me and I'm doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because the law say, I'm going to blot your name out. See, but people don't tell nobody that. So when these people say, Jesus never said nothing about no sodomite, read Matthew 11 again.
Matthew chapter 11, verse 22. But I say unto you that it should be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon in that day of judgment than for you. And thou, Capernaum, which art exalted unto heaven, shall be brought down to hell. For the mighty works which have been done in thee have been done in Sodom, it would have remained this day. But I say unto you, that it shall be more tolerable for Sodom in that day of judgment than for thee. At that time Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father.
What did he say?
Elohim of heaven and earth.
What else?
Because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes.
Unto babes. So he hid, like we say, be more tolerable. We just read what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened?
Fire and brimstone.
Fire and brimstone. So get Revelation 21 and 7. Read Genesis 34. Because we need to see the judgment about what happened to old fornicator too. See what happened, what they did with the fornicator. Before he read Revelation 21. Like, because the book say what it say. So I thought we were going to deal with blood of Because that's a long one. That's a long one. 34. Read verse 1, bro.
Genesis 34, verse 1. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Yaakov, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her.
He did what?
He lay with her.
He did what?
And defiled her.
Whoa. Whoa. Didn't the master say in Mark 7, fornication defiles? So he made her unclean. He fornicated with him. So something had to be done, so he tried to consume the body with iniquity, is what this man is trying to do. What there? Drop down about verse what? 15, Troy?
And they said to him, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for that were a reproach unto us.
That'd be a dishonor. That's why he say give one to one that's uncircumcised. You know what that means? We don't roll with sinners, man. We don't roll with no sinners, man. It's not what we do. Would you give? How many of y'all would give your daughter to a sinner right now? Because they circumcised. This is Reuben and Levi talking. These are Yasharal's sons, bro. His name have been changed. These are sons of Elohim right here. I'm going to give my sister to a sinner? Go ahead.
But in this will we consent unto you, if you will be as we be.
I mean, if you'll convert.
That every one of you be circumcised.
That you'll circumcise your heart.
Then we will give our daughters.
Then we can rock with you.
And we will take your daughters.
Guess what that means? What agreement? the Mashiach have with Belial. Don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. That's what that's telling you. Go ahead.
Go down to verse 24.
Go ahead.
24. And unto Hamor and unto Shechem, his son hearkened all that went out of the gate, and every male was circumcised, all that went out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass on the third day.
On the what day?
On the third day,
What happened on the third day?
they were sore
They were sore.
that the two sons of Yaakov, Simeon and Louis, Dinah's brothers,
So guess what? What Simeon mean? Y'all know what that mean? That's the one that was hated. And you know what Levi mean? Joined. So him that's joined to Yahuwah who is hated came through. So that means it's the master coming through. Because I'm going to read to you in a minute that he was hated. That he was joined to Yahuwah. And we're going to see if he's going to do what Simeon and Levi did. Because he said instruments of cruelty were in their habitation, right? So when this man slide back through, that Genesis 49 right there for you, John. So when this man come back through, because John didn't want to go through Genesis 49. You might go back to the house. I ain't put it on tape. It's already on tape. You know, we went through that about 2 years ago. Go ahead.
Dinah's brethren took each man his sword.
Took what?
Each man his sword.
Each man is sword.
And came upon the city boldly.
Came upon it. What does that sound like? Well, don't you know in Jeremiah, he said, boy, as a lion don't abase itself for anyone, he said the lion is raised up out of his thicket and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. And boy, it sounds like the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way right here. To execute vengeance for what? Fornication. Come on.
And slew all the males.
Kill all of them.
And they slew Hamor and Shechem with his son in the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of his house, and they went out.
They did what? They took down a well? Out of his house. Because you trying to consume my bones are consumed. You trying to consume my body with iniquity. I got to separate you. That's what they don't even realize, man. Now, this is the law now. This line right up with the testimony in the Bible, though. I want you to read a couple of verses again. We're going to precept it just for a wicked nigga who watching. Because you know it's going to be a wicked nigga come on right later, right? Yeah, I'm talking to whoever the wicked nigga is that watching. Go ahead. I'm talking to him. I don't care. Nigga can't beat me up. Go ahead.
So the sons of Jacob came upon the slain, and they spoiled the city because they defiled their sister Dinah.
They spoiled the city. Now I want y'all to sit back and we're going to take this bit by bit, right? This show you how magnificent this word is. You know, praise you, Lord. Show you how magnificent this word is. When you sit back and we swing it all the way back up, right? In 25, right? It says, it came to pass on the third day they were sore. They took each man his sword and came upon the city boldly and slew all the male. Give me the epistle of Jude by verse 7. Not 7, by verse 9. Epistle of Jude. You hold your Genesis 34. I'm going to just swing my book over there to it. Because we still holding Romans 1, right? See, I'll show you something, right? See, all the people in Sichem, Hamor people, say they took pleasure in that wickedness that he did. Hold on, what Dinah name mean?
Flower.
Look at Dinah. We don't see what Dinah name mean. Because you got to remember now, this is going to be Yasharah. Dinah name means judgment. So there was judgment for what they did to Dinah. So guess what that means? It's judgment what they did to Dinah. Or Yasharah. It's judgment what you going to do. Y'all know that, right? Ooh, buddy. The nations are mad. The destroyer of the Gentiles is coming. The nations are mad. Come on, brother. What I got you? Epistle of Jude, verse 9.
Jude verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses.
Mm-hmm.
Does not bring against him a railing accusation,
Railing accusation.
but said, Yahuwah rebuked thee.
Yahuwah rebuked thee.
But these speak evil of those things which they know not.
You see that? That's what a lot of people do when they come to their word. They speak evil of what they don't even know. You don't even know what you're talking about. The white man wrote the book. They use the Bible to control us. Faith comes from the white man. You know what I'm saying? See, brother. See, it's really metaphysical. See, it's really just an allegory. Man, nigga, get out my face, nigga. Oh, a man wrote the book. Nigga, every book you read written by a man, you idiot. So nigga, don't read no book how to fix a cabinet then. Start reading the owner's manual how to use your DVD player then. Because a man wrote that. You know what I'm talking about? You go, stop going to the doctor then. Stop reading recipes too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real though. If you're gonna use that logic, I'm gonna use that logic all the way down. Man wrote that book. And you just sit there and look at him like, really, bro? Why you don't say that about the Quran then?
Or whatever you read.
Because there ain't no prophecy in the Quran. I've read the Quran numerous times. There is not one single solitary prophecy in it. There is not a prophecy in any book known to man other than this one. You can't even count Nostradamus. Man, Nostradamus was playing with demons. Then you got prophecies that Nostradamus said that didn't even happen. So get what that means. Trash. According to Allah, trash. Book say you don't need to fear him if his prophecy don't come to pass. That nigga was lying. You know what I'm talking about? But guess what though? A nigga pick up a history book and say, well, that's true. But you'll pick up the scripture and say, I don't know if that's true or not. But you'll believe Mr. Johnson. All I hear what that is, whole nigga. Male or female, you's a cow. I mean, you really trust your slave master more than you trust your Elohim. You know what I'm saying? You know what people's problem is? They blame y'all for, I done said it before, for men. Y'all ain't got nothing to do with what this man done did. He ain't got nothing to do with that. What Mr. Charlie did during slavery, y'all ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't put that on him. Put that on Mr. Charlie. Because y'all words say what they say, well, they tampered with it. Yeah, they did a little something with it. They ain't tampered with it that bad. All they did was just swap some names out. Truth be told, if you go learn your language, you'll see that they really didn't do too much of nothing. You know what I'm talking about? They really didn't do too much of nothing. You know what I'm talking about? If you actually go learn your language and see what it say in the language it was written in, you will find out they actually didn't do too much of nothing. You know what I'm talking about? What it is you reading words in English, and then those words in English don't actually compute with what it's actually talking about in the original tongue. As we seen last night, just looking at, they consumed the flesh and broke the bones. You know what I'm saying? We look at it in the language, oh, that's not actually, because like I told you this morning, what it looked like. You think you're talking about cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Can he read English though? That'd be a problem too.
Oh, I know most people can't read English. Shoot, most people can't speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about not only sounding like a white person, but speaking proper English, enunciating your word properly, constructing proper sentences. I mean, most people can't do it. I mean, I done said that before. Before I'm like, boy, before we worry about trying to hit them with some Hebrew, but we got to focus on niggas can't even read or write properly in the tongue that they speaking. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have patience with them to get to the point where, okay, man, now you got to show you this here. I mean, you got to have some. See, sometimes people don't have no common sense whatsoever. They just thinking you just coming off the rip. Bah, 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 bah. No, unwise men do that. You know what I'm saying? You know you're going to take their hand and hold it for a little bit. Give you something gradually, bit by bit, bit by bit. I'm not going to throw an 8-course meal in front of a 3-year-old and say, have at it. They don't be sitting there looking at it like, shh. You know I'm going to try to eat all of this and I'm going to be sick, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to choke because I'm going to eat all of it. I'm going to eat it. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of, like sometimes people don't give you credit for having no wisdom because they assume that everybody operates in the same fashion, or they assume that they know how you operate. And may even forgot how you operated with them. That, oh, I didn't do that with you. So what makes you think I would do that with them? You know what I'm saying? What we got? Go ahead. Jude, pistol Jude.
Pistol Jude, verse 10. But these speak evil of those things which they know not.
Don't gotta be careful. Come on.
But what they know naturally as brute beasts.
Brute beasts.
In those things they corrupt themselves. Woe unto them.
Destruction.
For they have gone in the way of Cain. And ran greedily.
So you know what that means when he said they went in the way of Cain? I mean they hate the righteous and seek the slain. Go ahead.
They have went into the way of Cain and ran greedily after the error of Balaam.
And then they running after the lust of man, the reward of man.
For reward and perished in the gainsaying of Korah.
And then you perish in the see God, he's talking about 3 separate events of wicked people. You're talking about Cain who killed his brother because his works were more righteous than his. Balaam who destroyed himself because he sought to get money or what he could get from another person versus cleaving to Yahuwah and the riches he could get to Yahuwah. And then Korah talking trash about a man of Elohim. All these people died. Running their mouth out what they didn't know what they were talking about. Running in your mouth because you didn't know what you were talking about. When you could, why you say a lot of times like, boy, just be easy now. That's why I stopped your cousin from talking, boy, you don't know what you're talking about. They don't even realize that a nigga will take that as, oh man, he being disrespectful or rude. Not knowing my thought process is, boy, I'm really trying to, may Yahuwah forgive you for the intent of your heart and the words of your mouth, like Peter told that dude. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, boy, you want to, come on. You want to stop. You can stay here with us. You want to stop. Yeah, you don't get to run around anymore. What's up, Pops?
These are spots in your feast of charity. When they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear, clouds they are without water, carried about of the wind, trees whose fruit wherewith without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the root. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out of their own shame, wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever.
Go ahead.
And Enoch also,
What did Enoch do?
the seventh from Adam, prophesied.
He didn't
these
write a
things.
book. He said he prophesied. He said he didn't write no book.
Prophesied of these things, saying, Behold,
What did he say?
Yahuwah coming with 10,000 of his saints,
Well, they coming, boy.
to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed.
That's what they were doing in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? I gotta convince them. That's what they just did with some ungodly deeds. You just defiled my sister, but we coming with that sword now. Because Revelation 19 say what he coming with. Isaiah 66 say what he coming with. Fire and the sword. And the slain of Yahuwah shall be men. In the book of Jeremiah, he said there'll be dead bodies from one end of the racks to the up, from one end of the earth to the up. You know what I'm saying? Man, that man ain't playing with that. You think them idolaters are trying to get by? What about what they got going on in Saudi Arabia? You think the people in the UK getting by? They're not escaping that judgment. Yes, they're not. Yes. Okay. What I got to hold on?
No, hold on.
Go ahead.
It's to execute judgment upon all and convince all
The ungodly.
that are ungodly.
Whatever.
Ungodly deeds which they have done.
They done.
And of their hard speeches.
All that trash you've been. You know how sometimes people talk trash against the preacher. But we told you, ain't talking trash against the preacher. You talking against Yahuwah. That man said, I'm gonna see you about that. That man said, your cries came up to me and your sin was grievous. Let me go see if that nigga wicked like I think he is. Go ahead.
All of their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. These are the murmurers, the complainers, walking after their own lust, and their mouth speaking great swelling words, and having men's person and admiration because of advantage.
See, that's how people, you know how people have men's person and admiration because they feel like they can get over it. They're stabbing it. They going for it. It's all right to shack up and fornicate and tell lies and get drunk and smoke weed and hit niggas in the booty. You know what I'm saying? And break the Shabbat and worship idols. It's okay for you to disrespect your parents. It's okay for you to do what you want to do. Adding drunkenness to thirst, walking after the imagination in your own heart. Yahuwah be with you. He said, don't bid him Godspeed lest you be partaker of their evil deeds. And we just heard, you reserved under blackness forever. But I say, no, people won't encourage me, brother. I just sinned 45 minutes ago. I need some encouragement. Sin no more, nigga, or you're going to hell. That's your encouragement. There'll be a weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Straight up, quenchable fire.
You know what I'm talking about? Where the worm died not and the fire shall not be quenched. That's your encouragement. That should be encouragement enough. You know when you get somebody encouragement? When they're afflicted. You know what I'm saying? That's when encouragement comes through. When they sorrowful. You know what I'm talking about? When they just dealing with when they in tribulation. That's what Jonathan did. David wasn't sinning when he gave him encouragement. He was in tribulation. He came and strengthened his brother. It's a different. Don't be a nigga. That's what nigga do. Encourage me while I'm doing, bro. Boy, I just caught a case, bro. I'm looking at 20. Let me pray for you, brother. I ain't praying for nigga. You right out here with another bag of rocks. Nigga, you just got out on bond. Nigga say you want some encouragement. Nigga, you out here on bond. Selling dope. Encourage me, brother. Just I can remember being in the county. Niggas falling deep, praying with each other. Like, bro, you coming to Bible study? Absolutely not. They be like, why not? I wasn't reading the book before I came in here. Why don't I start now for? Because I know I get up out of here, boy. Bet I go see the dope, man. I ain't even play with you. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to get paid. All that stuff you niggas on. And shoot. All right.
Them too, though. They doing all that praying in them, but so they get out.
Bro, I ain't recalling his name. He out of prison right now. I seen him pop up on Facebook. He out of prison right now. That nigga was on that Bible stuff hard in the county. Boy, them like gave that nigga 10 years. Well, he came, how do I know this book is true? How do I know it's true? I'm like, bro, you were facing 30. Nigga, you got a dime. Nigga, you been selling crack for years. This your 5th sales charge, nigga. Not your 5th felony. Your 5th sales. done served vice 5 times, cuz. Not 1 time, not 2 times, not 4 times, 5 times. You ain't learned to stop serving niggas you don't know. You keep running up the cars, nigga. It's 2004. Nigga, we been stopped running up on cars, bro. Bro, man, we stopped, man. Look here, bro. Nigga, Ben stopped running up on cars, bro. That Ben stopped being safe. You know what I'm saying?
That was good to see.
Well, see, on the beach, you can get off like that. Vice wasn't down there. When I was hustling on the beach, like, you could do that. Well, ain't no vice in there. The JSO wasn't busting nobody down there. Boy, you can run up on a couple. What was it? I need an 80. I got you. You know what I'm talking about? Who? All of them. Smokers walking down Mayport and all. You like, what's head and what? But we know vice ain't out here. We got a license to free. Run free. But boy, when niggas shot across town, hey, well, I don't know that. You know that nigga? No, I don't know that nigga. Bro, I ain't got, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up, because I went by where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I knew the environment where I was hustling at. If I'm over here, well, you can't do that over here. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas was getting knocked off one time, bro. I was locked up with something. These niggas was getting knocked off, serving a nigga in a purple box Chevy with a dread weed and some dope. I'm like, how y'all even serve this nigga? And this nigga coming up talking about, let me get weed, coke, dust. Oh. I'm like, what? And y'all serving?
They just trying to get a car. They ain't making it.
They wouldn't even share it. They don't even care. They just run up on the car. Next thing you know, BAM! Lights don't even give you a chance to get on the ground. BAM! Right on your back. Now you like to say, man, you ain't had to do me like that. You ain't had to do me like that. You ain't had to run on a car like that, stupid nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You been hustling 10 years, man. Man, you know you ain't supposed to run up on rights like you ain't run up on no car like that. You don't know them people. I'm for real though, bro.
He said that too.
Huh?
He keep trucking waiting on that moment.
Did he though? He robbed you now. He said you got a full charge anyway, cuz.
Pretty.
He said you see pretty at 55%. Whatever. He said, but you're Android. They said they don't go there like iPhone. Boy, you use an iPhone, the faster you drain. You know what I'm saying? But that's what people do though, bro. They run their mouth against the word, bro. All serious. You know what I'm saying? We might be fine about stuff. Dead serious though. That's what people do. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I'm gonna come see you about that. Now let me go look at another thing in Genesis 34, right? Where it said it came to pass that they took that sword, they came upon the city boldly. Because he said the righteous are what? Bold as a lion. He said the lion of the tribe of Yehuda. This man is going to be coming up out of his thicket boldly. He's trying to see nothing. They say here comes the wrath of the Lamb. So when you look at Simeon and Levi, you're looking at him that was hated. Look at John 15:22. We'll look at how he was joined. I got it. I'm going to read it. You speed it up. Where we at? John 15:22. Give me John 10 and 30. Make it 10 and 25 just because I want to.
John chapter 15, verse 22.
John 15:22.
If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hateth me hateth my Father also. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin.
They wouldn't have had no sin.
But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father.
What? That's so it is written. What is it?
But this coming to pass that the word might be fulfilled, that is written in their law.
What word is
They
that?
hated me without a cause. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceed from the Father, he shall testify of me.
That's good. He said it's written in their law that they hated me without a cause. So that's Simeon right there, right? John 10 and 25 for Levi.
John 10:25.
Yeah.
Yahushua answered them,
What did he say?
I told you, and you believe
You
not.
still don't believe what I say.
The works I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me.
And what else?
You believe not,
Why is that?
because you are not of my sheep.
Because you don't belong to me.
As I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice,
And what else?
and I know them,
And what else?
and they follow me.
Yes, they do.
And I give unto them eternal life.
Yes, sir.
They shall never perish.
They'll never die.
Neither shall any man pluck them out
Then
of
they
my
just try to blow the time out of their hand. So judgment had to be ready because they touched down it, right? They touched the apple of their eye, right? Come on with it, sir.
My Father which gave them me is greater than all.
He's greater than everything.
No man is able to pluck them out of my Father's
Can't
hand.
nobody take him out my daddy's hand. Cause Satan was trying to take down out Jacob's hand. Come on.
Me and my Father are one.
They what?
One.
What?
Akkad.
Join. Come on.
The Yahudim took up stones to stone.
They wanted to kill him.
Yahushua answered, many good works I've shown you from my Father. For which of these works are you stoning me? They answered and said, for a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy. Because you said, being a man, you making yourself Elohim. And Yahushua said unto them, is it not written in your law, I said, ye are Elohim? If he called them Elohim, unto whom the word of Elohim came,
Scripture can't be broke.
the scripture cannot be broken.
So that's why you sit back and see that. He that is joined to Elohim was hated. So he had to come upon these people because they defiled diamond or defiled judgment. So when you're looking at defiling judgment, what's the word I want to look at? Give me Habakkuk chapter 1 about verse 7. Let's go back to what we were looking at with the scribes and Pharisees. The wrong judgment is going forth in the land. Or the wrong ruling. Right ruling is not going forth. They're telling you that, give me Isaiah 5 and 20. They're telling you that evil is good and good is evil. That's what causes people to speak about things that they don't know what they're talking about. That's why you think sometimes, why y'all think I be snapping sometimes? I'm going to be around here talking against the word of you when I know you don't know what you're talking about. There we go. You're going to sit back and let somebody talk about your daddy, they don't know what they're talking about. You're going to let somebody talk about your brother, they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, your brother lie, he do this here, go watch your mouth, man. That's my people, bro. I remember one time talking to a dude, we was in the county. I'm like, yeah, man, my homeboy, man, they tried to come in there and rob him, bro. Yeah, you like this, he was pistol whipping. This really happened, you know what I'm saying? The dude dead now, he ain't died in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, brother, he was pistol whipping my homeboy, man. My homeboy said, yeah, I'm just trying to get to the car. I'm trying to get to the car. He got that cop, he got that fire. Bam, 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 bam. Left cause at the front door leaking. It happened to the dude who got hit, it happened to be his cousin. That's my cousin. And like I said, that nigga supposed to got shot. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't turned off that because that's your people. Like I said, he supposed to got shot. But you don't never know who, what I'm saying is you don't never know who or who related to who. You think I'm gonna sit back and let you talk about my armor like that and I'm gonna let that slide? See, the reason why dude ain't really take off because he knew his cousin was wrong. That's what happened when you raw now. You could get shot. You know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to look at it. So you gonna talk about my king and I'm gonna let that slide. That's my brother, bro. Bro, my brother loved me enough, bro. He let a nigga slap him in the mouth. And spit in his face. You know what I'm talking about? And hit him with rocks. And pull his beard out. And then impaled him. He did that because he ain't finna mess with my little brother. I'm gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride for my little brother, bro. I ain't gonna let you do my little brother like that. And you think after my big brother done roll for me like that there, and I'm gonna let you run your mouth. Oh no, bro, this was the same way. You ain't gotta worry about it. I'm gonna straighten it, but my big brother, when he get around here, when he say, I'm gonna go get my brother, he gonna beat you up. Yeah, I'm gonna go get him, he gonna beat you up. I ain't gonna fight you. I ain't gonna fight you. He gonna kill you. I bet you my big brother come around here, boy, I bet you don't want no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go get it then. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it. I bet you won't say that when he get around here. All that talk you doing, nigga, screw your brother, nigga, that nigga, he did, he that. Okay. You like to say, okay, I'm gonna go to the house. He be around here though. He be around here though. And when he get around here though, we gonna see who talking then. Smart guy. You know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to feel though. You ain't supposed to let these people run their mouth like this here. Far be it for us to defend you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna be around here talking like that, bro. Not like that. How you supposed to look at it? That's your people. That's literally your family. That's your people. You know what I'm saying? They sat back and looked at it here. We gonna let this man defile my people, bro. So we ain't gonna do nothing about that. Simeon Levi, so we ain't gonna do nothing about that. My only sister. You gotta realize, Jacob had 2 children that whose name meant to judge. You know the other one, right? Dan. That's Dan. You know what I'm saying? So they looked at from defiling Dinah, there had to be judgment. So for committing sin and trying to hide that sin in your house, there's judgment for that. Because they tried to hide that sin in their house.
Took out of the house.
So that's why he came up to the city boldly. I'm going to expose that sin. I'm going to pull that up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Now look at where you at.
I'm at Habakkuk.
Yeah, let me read this. He finished that there. Don't read that one. 1 and 7. Go ahead, sir.
Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 7. They are terrible and dreadful.
Whoa.
Their judgments and their indignity shall proceed of themselves. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards.
Is that what we wanted, or we need to go up a little bit? Because he said wrong judgment, folks. See, there might be verse 10. See, the key thing, too, when he said they came up boldly, they slew all the males. Killed all the men. Not to say that women ain't going to get murdered. What verse is it? 4. Verse 4, I figured it was something. But tell me what 3 says.
3 said, why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance?
You see, that's what Simeon and Levi were looking at. Why am I being called to see sin and behold this heavy thing that they done did to my sister? Again, we looking at flesh and bones. This is a brother and his sister. He coming up to defend his sister. Come on.
For spoiling and violence are become before me.
Yeah.
And they are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack.
The law is slack.
And judgment doth never go forth.
It don't go forth.
For the wicked do compasses about the righteous.
That's what just happened with Dinah. The wicked compass the righteous of judgment. The wicked compass Yasharal. That's what the woman on that beast doing in Revelation 17. Trying to compass about the woman. You know what I'm saying? Trying to compass about judgment. Because it's going to be judgment to whatever people put their hands on Yasharal. It's going to be judgment behind that. It was judgment because the serpent came through and put his hands on Eve. It was going to be judgment on Amalek if he would have touched Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to do what? Separate the flesh from the bones. The head from the body. The husband from the wife. Though this is obviously not the wife in this situation. But you see what I'm talking about. Come on.
All right. It said the wicked do compass the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Yeah.
Behold, ye are among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously.
That's good. Go ahead, read it.
For I will work a work in your day,
Which you shall know I
which
believe.
ye shall not believe,
Even though
it be told to you.
He said, even though a man tell it to you, you still ain't going to believe it. Because you know what people say back? I'm waiting for God to give me confirmation on that. That man said, I can come and tell you nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Because when we was on that mount, in Exodus chapter 20, they say, Moses, you talk to us. We don't want to talk to him lest we die. So you don't have to have a man tell it to you. So I don't know why they be talking, man wrote the Bible. That's what the law says. Man gonna tell it to you, idiot. You know what I'm saying? Running your mouth about what you don't know what you're talking about. But see, that's how you got to see there's a difference when you're dealing with people who sincere and somebody who disrespect. You want to disrespect, man, take the gloves off, bro. I'm not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing with you. Straight up, man. It's bare knuckle, girl. I'm not playing with you. This ain't for sport. I'm literally trying to knock your teeth out. I hope you swallow on them, choke on them, and die. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why you're supposed to sit back. They disrespecting your family, bro. Yahuwah is your Abba. That's your father. You gonna let some? Ain't none of y'all gonna let nobody disrespect your natural father to your face. You gonna want some straightening on that. See, when we talk about knocking their teeth out, we're not gonna put our hands on you. I'm gonna knock your teeth out with this word. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, Yahushua is your king, your master, your savior, your redeemer. This man brought you back from the grave. We read that last week, and he ransomed you from the grave. And I'm going to let you talk greasy about him. And I know you don't know what you're talking about. And you ain't coming at me not knowing what you're talking about, like saying, okay, oh, I didn't know that, my bad, brother. You coming at on some disrespect. Oh, no, bro, I'm not letting that slide. You can let it slide. I'm not letting it slide. Where you read that in this book, any Yahudim ever let somebody slide talking trash about you? You don't read that nowhere. When that man came in and talking about, y'all God, and he is in battle. Here's a guy said, man, yeah, you hear him? He said, don't you worry about it. I'm going to get it. Because Hezekiah wasn't feeling that. Them men ain't nobody in that book never let nobody slide who around here talking trash about you. Nobody. So if you let him slide, you's a coward. Because when we going to stand up, hold up, bro, watch your mouth. That ain't no difference. Ain't none of y'all going to let nobody disrespect your wife. If you are, you a coward. You gonna let somebody talk about, shut up, ho. What? You might say, hold on. Sir, who are you talking to? Because you could not have been talking to her. Do you know what I'm talking about? See, now you got to deal with me. Now you don't want that problem. See, I was chilling. Now I'm telling you though, I'm being serious though. Because y'all need to sit, because that's how Yahuwah look at it when somebody came at us. When we were with him and that sin wasn't on him. Oh, I'm going to handle that. I'm going to handle that. But when the king of Moab's son Balaam to come curse you, he said, hold up, bro. You can't curse me, bro. I promise you do it, I'm going to kill you and him. Now try me if you want. That man don't play that. And dudes be wondering, he's emotional, he's crazy. All right, disrespect my God one more time. That's what you do. That's what you do. You know what I'm talking about? Do it one more time. He doesn't know how to talk to man. Screw you, nigga. That's how I feel about it. Screw you and everything you stand for. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up and down. I ain't got no problem looking you. I'm talking about looking you in your eye and take, man, screw you, everything you stand for. How could you talk to people like that? Real easy. I had the thought, I put the sentence together, I spoke it. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up though. I don't play about that, bro. Like I'm dead serious about this. I ain't finna let nobody come in here and disrespect none of y'all. So why would I let somebody disrespect ain't none, all y'all done got, y'all, you could be arguing with your brother. Somebody come disrespect your brother. We forget about all that. You better watch your mouth how you talk to my brother, cuz. You know what I'm saying? You better watch your mouth. Man, screw that. Okay, now screw both of us. Now what? You know what I'm saying? We ain't telling you put no hands on nobody, but boy, you ain't supposed to let that slide. They can be wondering. Screw an idolater, everything you stand for. Y'all heard what y'all ain't heard overcoming. Y'all know what it said. Let's look at verse 26. Y'all heard what the verse said that hurt. You know what they say he feel about it. That's how Lot felt about his sin. They made him sick. That's how Yahuwah feel about it, make him sick. You know what I'm talking about? He said he's an Elohim that love righteousness and hate iniquity and make him sick. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not the fact of I just hate you so much. It's the fact of your behavior disgusts me. I would prefer that you not participate in this type of behavior, because this type of behavior angers me to no end. Every last one of y'all got a type of behavior somebody can do that can bring your anger level to levels that most people don't see. DEFCON 9, so to speak. Am I lying? Every human being walking. When you got something like, come on, bro. Don't do that around me, bro. Like before the word. Let's just not even put the word into play. Before the word. If somebody did certain things, you be like, come on, bro. I ain't on that, bro. Don't do that, bro. I say, like, for me, do not insult my intelligence. You insult my intelligence, bro? Oh, yeah, man, you have a problem with me. Because I'm going to go off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't with that. Police, how they treat people, made me sick. So I had no problem cussing them out in the street like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even sitting back thinking about he could beat me up or kill me. He going to have to make it do what it do. Because if I get to a pistol before him, he going to get shot. If I feel like he finna do something to me, I bet I'll be like, I'm not finna let that man kill me. You know what I'm saying? All that, I'm on the ground. I ain't on that. I ain't on the ground. I'm on your head. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, that's how I felt, bro. I ain't on the ground. I ain't on that, bro. I just was not finna, they might have been wrong, bro, but I wasn't on that. I wasn't on that. I felt like that man was gonna do some harm to me. I bet I'd get him up off of me. I'm talking about it don't make no difference, bro. Scratching, biting, fighting, clawing, I'm trying to get that pistol. Because you can't shoot me. I can't go out like this here. Because I ain't gonna let you shoot me. So why would I let him shoot me? That's how I think. I'm not gonna let you shoot me. And I love my people. I'm particularly careful. He got a blue uniform on. I don't care what race he is. I'm talking about the mind frame of how I thought then, you were an example of the oppressor. So I didn't care what color you wore. You represented the oppressor, the system to me. I don't like you. Now, of course, I had to take the time to get to know some of them over my lifetime, and then for them, that was just a job. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do to get a paycheck. So shoot, you all right. I don't like y'all as a whole, but you all right. You know what I'm saying? And that's how some people sit back and they look at us. They don't really like us as a whole. They don't even like us as individuals. When somebody don't like you and you profess faith in this, it's because they don't like y'all. Bottom line. People try, I do like y'all. No, you don't. Because if you did, he say, if Elohim was, if he was your Elohim, if Abba was your Elohim, then you would love me. Because I proceed forth and come from. That's what the matter told him, right? He said, you don't love me because you don't love Abba. How can you say you love Yahuwah don't love his people? How can these Gentiles say they want to serve our Elohim, they love Yahuwah, but they don't love his people? It's an oxymoron. You really don't love Yahuwah. You lying to yourself. I seen a sister say something in real talk. He say somebody that send mixed signals is somebody who is deceiving, or is self-deceived, or you deceiving yourself. Because y'all ain't never sent mixed signals. Mixed signals is, again, it's confusion. When you confuse, you are the devil. You have to remember that if you confuse, you are of the devil. You are not of Yahuwah. Yahuwah don't operate like that. When you send mixed signals and you ain't aware you sending mixed signals, you are the devil. Because Yahuwah don't never operate like that. People don't never sit back and check their ruachs, check their minds, check their hearts on really what they're doing. because they want to continue doing what they're doing. Let's speed this up though. Verse 26, right? He said he slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword and took Dinah out of his house. Then he said they spoiled the city because they defiled their sister. Took all their wealth, took their wives captive, spoiled everything in the house. And look what he said in verse 31. Should he deal with our sister as with the harlot? And then he said, Elohim forbid about being with a harlot. That you know what I'm saying? You can't have her joined to no harlot. So you see that he rendered judgment with that sword for fornication as well. That man ain't with that. That man ain't with that. What we got to finish Romans 1 and 28. See, people want to try to make the man be with some stuff that he ain't with. That man ain't with that man. But now we see, did Yahushua say something about homosexuality in the gospel? Yes, he did. Because it's all the same word. Once that man said it would be more tolerable in the day of judgment for Sodom and Gomorrah, then for you, he spoke on that. That's hard though. That's hard to say it would be better for a city that went after strange flesh and fornication than it would be for you. That's tight. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? That's tighter than the jeans these boys go out here today. Go ahead. Romans 1 and 28.
And even as they did not like to retain Elohim in their knowledge.
That's what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. They ain't like to retain that man in their knowledge. That's how you end up going reprobate. You don't keep his word in your mind and in your heart. That's how you end up reprobate. That's how that happens. That's exactly how that happens. You could get out and you could do things and you're not keeping this man's word in your head. Listen to what he said going on.
Elohim gave them over to a reprobate mind to do things which are not convenient.
Go ahead.
Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, envying, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Elohim, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedience to parents, without understanding,
whoa,
covenant breakers.
You see the key thing he said he'll give you over when you get a reprobate mind? You won't have understanding, which means you won't know the Son, which means you won't know Abba, which means you won't know eternal life, which means you are not in him and he is not in you, and you going to hell. Go ahead.
Covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, knowing the judgment of Elohim.
Knowing that this is his judgment. What is the judgment for these things? That you should die. What did he say they do?
That they which commit such things are worthy of death.
You worthy. See, he didn't say that you are going to die. He said you worthy. That's why I sit back and say, like, he's like, oh man, you feel bad for the homosexuals that killed in Orlando? No. Because if I go do it, I'm worthy of death. Just like they worthy of death. We have to keep that in mind. When you commit certain transgressions, you are worthy to die for that. You should die for that. You ought to die for that. See, that's where that Ecclesiastes 8:11 come in, because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. It's privily in the hearts of the sons of men to do evil. You think because the man ain't came and seen you about it, you can keep doing it. So you know what I'm saying? So you think that ain't no judgment for that. But you know in the book, everybody in the world, because you know everybody focus on Leviticus 20 and 13. Everybody in the world know what it say what should happen to a homosexual. But don't nobody want to talk about what happened to a fornicator, because the law just told you what happened to a fornicator. The sword hit you upside your head. You just defiled my sister. That's why I don't see how they do to my fornication in the law. What law are you reading, bro? Because Dinah was not married to this man. He defiled this man's sister. Mark 7 say clear as day, fornication defiles a man. So they were defiled, meat for the belly, belly for the meats. Elohim shall destroy it and them, because the body is not made for fornication, but for the master. Therefore, everybody that commit fornication shall be destroyed. What happened to the people? They got destroyed. The law is clear on that. So the sword, or Hamashiach, because he is the sword, because I hewed them with the word of the prophets, and the word of Elohim is sharper than a two-edged sword, dividing asunder to the joints of the marrow. That word gonna cut you. So what's that word cut you? What you gonna do once you get cut? Because that same word that cut you can heal you. But see, they don't want the healing part, because most people run after they get cut. I want to be encouraged. I can't encourage you when you ought to die. I gotta cut you. Me and Troy talking about this other day. Nigga tell me I shouldn't go hard on idolaters or this, that, and the third. You telling me to go against the law, because the law says stone. Law says stone an idolater. Now we know we can't stone nobody. But guess what the law was written on? On stone, right? So we stone you now with the word.
Where we speak from?
The word that we speak is stoning you. Hopefully hitting your hard head and make it soft where you hear the word and convert and obey it. But see, people don't want to hear that because their hearts have been hard. They want to stay in their sin. Why would you stay in your sin when he said he had no pleasure in the death of him that died, but that you turn yourselves to live? Why would you stay in it? That doesn't make sense. Because like I say, that same word that cut you can heal you, but you got to let it do its work. Which means you're going to have to take that chastisement, that rebuke, and your feelings being hurt because you wicked and you evil, and then let that same word heal you and make you righteous and upright and cleanse you. The choice is yours, though. See, Sodom and Gomorrah didn't want to heal him. You don't think before he destroyed them people, he let somebody hear his word around there? You think he just killed them for no reason? Come on, man. Them two Malachim came in and they said, well, let them boys come on up out here, boy, because them niggas booty looking good.
No.
That's what it said, though. Bring them out here so we can know them.
What?
That's what it said, though.
What it say?
I'm just using layman terms. Bring them on out here, boy. That booty looking good, boy. I want some of that. Like this here, just don't commit that type of folly. Say, we don't want no woman.
Oh, man.
I want man vagina.
Oh.
Man, you know how sick that is, bro? That's sick, bro. That's not right, man. You know what I'm talking about? So you already know, boy, they didn't know them with Malachim. But bro, you know how serious that was, bro? That mean they were hitting everything moving. And guess what they doing in America? Hitting everything moving. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm supposed to be cool with you for, and you feel like you want to have sex that bad, go ahead and get married. But just know if you got you a sinner, you and him going to hell. Or you and her going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Because if she wicked and you wicked, ain't nothing good going to come out of this. You know, some people are so content with being destroyed as long as they get what they want. You know what I'm saying? That man said, what good is it if you gain the whole world and lose your soul? What good is it for you to get what you want and go to hell for it? See, Secham wanted, Hagar wanted diamond. Ooh, I want him. And he went to hell for it. To the grave, this particular thing. He went to Sheol for it. But you know he going to hell. They uncircumcised in the heart and the flesh. What do you think he going? And he a fornicator. Read that Revelation 21 and say I mentioned earlier. Hold on, finish that verse 32.
I said, ask a quick question. Yeah. Somebody asked me, they were like, what if you had a relative that died, you know, like in that Orlando shooting? They asked me how would I feel about that?
Hell waiting on you.
I would already have a certain way I feel about the relative before they die.
They my relative. I mean, I feel like I don't agree with that lifestyle, but I mean, that's
okay, let's tell you like this, right? Say my brother got killed down there.
My brother out in the street, right?
You know what I'm saying? He's a Peter Puffin. You know what I'm talking about? Or he's a fornicator. You know what I'm talking about? I got love for my brother because that's my brother. But if you died in there, I say, praise be to Yahuwah, your judgment is just. Straight up. And a nigga look at you like, how could you say that? Let me slow it down for you. Praise be to Yahuwah. His judgment is just. Because the same reason, because I'm going to throw this behind that, because this just making this how I talk. Because when I was out there fornicating, smoking marijuana, and selling crack, if I would have died, praise be to Yahuwah, because his judgment is just. Because I would have went to hell for that. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I can sit back and look at why that man ain't let me get killed, because I truly, genuinely, actually had no idea what this book actually said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally did not know. Like, when some people like, a lot of people like they were raised in the church, they know what the book said, so it's like, I literally did not know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting back looking at it, trying to encapsulate it in my human mind, not speaking for you. I think the only reason he could have spared me while I was out there doing because he knew I didn't know. Because I really did not know. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at most people before they leave here, they done heard something.
Before they leave, there's a lot of people that have been in their sin
For a long time.
and you know they don't know. But just as soon as he shows them, that's their blood right there. He can take them at any moment. No one would be wrong for it.
Because that's why I say his judgment is just. When y'all decide to take you up out of here, and you've been interested, because what people want to do, that's why they try to hit you with your family. Because they're trying to pull on your emotions. I want to say put your emotions to the side, and let's judge righteously according to the word. oh, your cousin died, and that nigga going to hell. How could you say that? Because he was a homosexual, he was a fornicator, he was a liar, he was an idolater. Let's see what the book says. Revelation 21 says. Let's just see what the book says.
Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the saying of the prophecy of this
21
book.
says. 21 says. Yeah, I know you.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his Elohim, and he shall be my son.
But what did he say after that?
But the fearful,
But the who?
the fearful,
And who else?
unbelievable,
Boy, you don't believe the word. What else?
and the abominable.
Oh, abominable. And you know many things that cover abominable. And guess what covers an abominable? A sodomite.
A liar.
Though a liar. Those who devise wicked thoughts. You know what I'm talking about? Those who are unjust judgment. All those that do what is not right in the eyesight of Yahuwah are abominable. Come on.
Murderers,
Murderers.
whoremongers,
Whoremongers.
sorcerers.
Oh, not a sword. And guess what? You know what another thing is for sorcerer? Not just medication. Because when we look this up, that is idolatry.
Taking medication.
In Greek, it means pharmakos, which is pharmacy, which is talking about drugs. Go ahead.
Abusing drugs.
Oh, abusing.
It says, sorcerers, idolaters, and liars
Yeah.
shall have their
Hold on,
part.
idolaters and who?
Liars.
Woo. All liars. What they going? Guess what that means? That's encompassed. Hypocrites.
All liars.
Hypocrites. Because what is a hypocrite? A liar. You know what I'm saying? Because you say and do different. Where they going?
They should have their part in the lake which burns with fire and brimstone.
So when that man say it was more tolerable in Sodom and Gomorrah, it'll be more tolerable. He told you a homosexual going to hell. What you mean? That's why he say, study to show thyself approved as a workman under Elohim. Right? If you're a workman, if you've been hired to do the job, then you're supposed to be able to rightly divide the word, to be able to show somebody that they might know this book is true. You know what I'm saying? But I understand your thing because people come at me with that. So I told people this plenty of times. So if your mama went to hell, how would you feel? Shoot, mama going to hell. How could you say that was your mama? She living wrong, she going to hell. What you mean? If I live wrong, I'm going to hell. What you mean? See, they don't be ready for you to come back and insert yourself in that. See, I always insert myself in it too. See, that's why I go ahead and kill it, because I'm saying, and if I do this, that, and the third, I ought to go to hell too. So when they hear that there, that kind of throw them off balance, because they used to most people saying, you going to hell, you going to hell, you going to hell, but they don't never say, but if I do it, I'm going. See, that's why I make it different. Yeah, boy. If I was in that Orlando club touching on men booties, I'm going to hell too.
They deserved it.
I deserved it.
That's all.
I deserved it. Anybody that go to hell, he said, I will reward every man according to the fruit of his doings. So whatever you get, you earn that. You earn that. You earn that. You earn that. Get what, right? You go to every one of y'all go to your jobs, right? Or whatever business you run, if you run one, right? And whatever you get, that's what you earned it. You work for it, I want compensation. I earned that, I work for it, that's my reward. Well, you got reward for righteousness, and you got reward for wickedness. Daniel chapter 12 tell you that. It'll be some that'll wake up out of the dust of the earth, some to everlasting life, some to everlasting shame and contempt. He said the time will come when those that are in the grave shall hear the voice of the Son of Elohim, and those that did good unto the resurrection of life, and those that did evil to the resurrection of damnation. You get what you earn. And who is just? He said, you say, my ways are not equal? No, your ways are not equal. You know what I'm talking about? See, that's the whole key thing was how wicked man is. We want to sit back and tell this man his ways and doings ain't equal. No, nigga, your ways ain't equal. You know what I'm talking about? That's just being straight up. Because we try to take this man and we try to make him like we are. He's not man. That man tell you that he said the strength of Yasharal is not a man. He said, I'm not turning from what I said now. What I said, that's what I'm going to do. So if you live like this here, I bet I kill you. You live like this here, I bet I reward you. That's bottom line. But people don't like it like that when you come at them like you said, right? Y'all already know what I'm going to say, right? I am from Duval County. You know what I'm saying? Dudes get mad at me too when we talk. I don't care nothing about where you're from. I mean, let that be known though. Let that be known though. If you know anything about Duval County, if you done heard anything about Duval County, you know what I mean when I say that. Let that be known. I'm from Duval County. I'm from the Bangum where they hang. So you know what that means? I ain't finna play with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say that. I'm from Duval County. Man, I'm not finna play with you. I'm finna tell you what it is. I don't really care if you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the South, bro. What am I gonna play with you for? You going to hell, nigga. And I'm going with you if I do it with you. You know what I'm talking about? That same woman I told you about, she sitting out here doing all this here. Oh, I just ain't like, man, you need to do something with yourself. You take a shower, son. Go take a walk. You know what I'm talking about? This is like this here, man. I'm trying to sit here and talk to you about the word. I ain't thinking about your vagina. What can we do to make that 6 years be over with? Absolutely nothing. I'm not going to sleep with you. I'm not going to hell with you, nigga. You go to hell on your own. But she was like, I've never had a man tell me nothing like this before. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. I ain't going to hell with you, though. You ain't that pretty. You know what I'm saying? Your body don't look that nice. Not to go to hell about it. But you know what I'm saying? But people be shocked by that because they're not used to nobody saying that. Like I told y'all before, most people used to, you say you on this word, and they feel like that nigga just talking. Especially when you talk about sex. Male or female. That woman think, oh, he gonna give me that penis. And that man think, oh, she gonna give me that booty.
He ain't gonna deny me.
He ain't gonna deny it, because they gonna love me more than they love Eileen. Boy, anytime you do anything with anybody to commit sin, you telling y'all, I love them more than I love you. I am putting them before you. They are more important to me than you are. Therefore, that person has become your God. Straight up, that person has become your God.
If you do it once, you do it again.
You'll do it again. So this woman said, like, you ain't my God, baby. I'm not, man. I do not dance to the tune of a vagina. That will not move me. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never had your vagina, so I can't miss it. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know what I'm missing, because I ain't never touched it, never been it, never smelled it, none of that. I'm good. You know what I'm talking about? I'm good. Real talk. I'm good. Well, I'd rather be saved than a temporary, oh, I done ejaculated, I'm going to hell later. I ain't gonna be around here, oh man, I'm gonna sin. Man, screw that. I'm just not gonna sin. It's just that simple. I can feel bad about sinning and know I'm going to hell, or I can feel good about I resist it. And the devil is a liar. Because he's sitting back, because this is what he do. I bet if I send a woman over there to him, I bet he hit her. I bet he hit her. He's like, all right, I'm going to let you send it too. Because you already know, like what he do with Job. Job wasn't going to do nothing. And you already know, I bet he, I know he ain't going to lay with this one. Watch now. Watch. You know what I'm talking about? He sat that whole round there, like, all right, man. I'm extremely attracted to you. I hear you. I want you in my bed. You people want a lot of things. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, the chain gang want out. Poor niggas want money. Thirsty nigga wants some water. I can't help you though. I can't help you though. You know what I'm talking about? I can't do nothing for you. I ain't saying to her in words, but that's what I told her. I can't help you. You seen I told her, well, I told her when I was a preacher, no, she wasn't trying to hear none of that. So what that got to do with anything? So you gonna give me the penis or what? Absolutely not. I'm not lying. You know what I'm talking about? And get what? I ain't same thing that white girl say. So you can slide back around here later. All right, you wait for it. You wait for it. You know what I'm saying? You wait for it. Like I couldn't even like this here. Maybe you can come back around later. Baby, I just met you. I've only known you twice. You ready to let me in your body? What you got going on? And you thought I was gonna go for that? Because I'm just sitting here talking to you. I can have a conversation with you. That mean I want to sleep with you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas not hard up for no loving, man. It ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that serious. A piece of vagina, it ain't that serious. A penis, it ain't that serious. If they want to have a companion, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. We just see what happened to a fornicator, right? We just see what happened to homosexuals, right?
No.
It ain't that serious, bro.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. Hello, side. No side, no. Please. Hey. Let's stop.
Yeah.
What we need, man? Come on back to 1 Kings 15. We went the way, son. Yo, what's happening? Which one? Well, we went way somewhere else than on 1 Kings 15. Man. But praise y'all. What you doing, girl?
Taking out the sodomite.
Taking out the sodomite. That's how it happened to you. Ain't that something? That's how it happened to you. Get them sodomites out of the land. That's how it happened to you. Ain't that right, side? We get them sodomites around here.
I didn't know what you said.
That's tight. So I don't like the niggas either. Now, I want y'all to understand something too, so y'all can understand me fully what I'm saying. Just because we don't agree with their behavior and their lifestyle and the sins that they choose, that don't give you license to be disrespectful, mean, rude, or nasty to these people. But I don't stamp that. And I don't want to be around that. Come on. Go your daddy. I did him like that twice in the same day. Why you did it like that? I ain't making it. She did him like that earlier. Like she gave him the whole stiff arm on the basketball. She do you like that? She said, I see you all the time. So you talking to somebody, then you're going to pay me some attention. So, I mean, I'm telling you, I don't care what it is, right? But at the same token, right? You got to be real with people and tell them like, bro, if you get taken out of here, bro, that's your judgment, bro. And then you have to sit back and remember, matter of fact, 2 Peter, bro, chapter 1, verse 5. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 5. You already know? Yes, sir? Yes, sir? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand and know that, right? Yeah, that's what you're talking about. No, but it's in all seriousness, though. All jokes aside.
What we talking to?
In all seriousness, though, real talk, bro. Every last one of us know that what we were doing before the word. So that's why I say when you talk to people and you tell them, hey, man, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that. See, I let them know, like, bro, I used to sell dope, bro. I used to do this here, do this here, do that there. So I know, bro, I ought to be dead. Bro, I can remember, man, me and Fat Boy out of one. He on Silver Street. Over there where he was hustling, I was just with him. And we sit back and look down the alleyway. Somebody creep up, come on, we gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, that was a nigga around the way who like to rob and a nigga killed too. You know what I'm saying? But you sit back at, we in our sins, you don't know nothing about nothing. You know what I'm talking about? This man put it on his heart to be able to check that so y'all don't get killed, because he could have easily just let us ignore that. You know what I'm talking about? Be standing right there, come up that fire, our brains on the concrete. You know what I'm saying? Just that quick. Boom. So you know, so you let people know, like, bro, that's what I came from. So I know what the word did it for me, it can do it for you if you hear it and you believe it and you won't walk in it. But I can't tell you this man gonna spare you and you doing this. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that. That's what he said. He said, you strengthen evildoers that don't none of them turn from their evil way. That's what don't nobody want to do. That's why people want you to encourage them when they're doing wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Don't encourage me while I'm doing wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Look here, it was people when I was selling dope, like, well, you know you gotta stop selling dope. Well, you know you in prison. They ain't come around there and say, get your money, my nigga, you doing your thing. You know all the people who did that? Are the dope boys. You know what I'm talking about? Because all my friends were dope boys. So you think we sitting around there talking about we need to stop selling drugs? Because all my friends were dope. All of us were selling dope. Everybody I knew at that point in time, bro, that I was around was selling drugs. And some, they wasn't selling pills, they were selling weed, they were selling coke, they were selling crack, they were selling something. You know what I'm saying? Niggas selling guns. All us doing something we ain't got no business. Ain't nobody come to nobody and say, bro, you know we're going to prison, bro. And like they said, boy, the white folks out, bro, better be careful. Like we used to call each other and be like, boy, the police out, bro. They on such and such, boy. Oh, boy, ain't even down there, boy. Bear that up. That's what we used to do, bro. Hit each other up, bro. Like, bro, they out here, bro. Be easy out here on these streets, bro. Vice out. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas who run with niggas see Vice won't even call their homeboy, tell them they out. We hit each other up. Boy, they over there on MC, boy. They over there on Mayport, boy. They over there on Buckland, boy. You know what I'm saying? Well, I remember that time, boy, when that nigga McDuffie, when we was out here, boy, he killed that dude in front of the store. Nigga, I'm talking about Vice. Police shooting down every 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 20th. He gonna pull up to the spot. Like, bro, let me get some weed. Nigga, try it. Nigga, how you even pull up over here? You just killed somebody, man. I'm talking about literally just kill. I ain't talking about just talking like literally murdered a man. Literally murdered a man. And pulling up to the weed hole. We selling weed and coke up out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here, bro. You hot. You know what I'm talking about? You hot. Don't come over here. He got killed about 7 months later. Now, was y'all judgment just? He just killed the man. He killed the man, and somebody killed him. Is y'all wrong for that? Is that not just judgment? He took a man's life. You think that man blood ain't on his head? We don't look at stuff like that. We don't look at that. A man killed somebody, he get 30 years in prison. Was that unjust? Is that unjust? Now, it's unjust somebody get caught with 7 grams of crack and gets 40 years in prison. That's a little much. You know what I'm saying? But when you, I'm just saying, sentence relative to the act. You know what I'm talking about? But is that unjust? You're going to have to pay a recompense for what you do. When it comes down to telling people they wrong in what they do, the word is never brought up in the word. You can't tell people like that. No doubt. You already know. What's wrong with what they right now? You tell me that all the time. Like, bro, you got to do right, bro. You just got to do right. You can't tell. See, people won't tell me what I want to hear. Isaiah 30 and 8. Tell me what I want to hear. This is why the blood of the prophets gets slain, gets spilled. I got verse 3. No, listen, no.
Yeah, 2 Peter.
Yeah, 2 Peter chapter 1 before you read that, verse 5.
38.
Yeah, did that. 2 Peter 1 and 5. Come on, bro. We got to get ready to get up out of
And
here.
besides this, giving all diligence,
All what?
add to your faith virtue,
Virtue.
and virtue knowledge,
So when you say virtue, that's purity. And to your purity, you need to get the knowledge of Elohim.
and to knowledge temperance,
And that's self-control.
temperance patience,
And after that, get self-control, have some patience.
and to patience godliness,
And then after that, become like Elohim.
brotherly kindness,
And after that, love your brother.
and charity.
And have that love for men and Elohim.
If these things be in you
If these things be in you,
and abound,
and they abound,
they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of your master Yahushua.
so that means you'll be able to bring forth the fruits of righteousness. Like we talked about on Wednesday. I'm the branch that's planted, and that branch bring forth fruit, and all his children will be righteous. Come on.
Isaiah 30 verse 8.
No, hold on. We got one more.
He that lacketh these
If you
things,
lack these things,
you are blind,
you blind,
cannot see,
you can't see.
and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sin.
See, that's why you let them know. Because since you done took part of the word and you done added the virtue, and you done added the temperance, and you done added the faith, and you done added the godliness, and you done added these things, then you can remember the sins that I was purged from that I no longer commit. Then from sitting back being purged from them transgressions, and guess what? You can tell a man, look here, bro, well, you're going to go to hell for that. You know how I know? Because I used to do it. But when the word came, guess what I did? I no longer participated in that behavior. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you, when people come to me, so if your mama or your sister like this here, shoot, they going to hell. I can't say that because if I do it, I'm going. Because unfortunately, most people come on that self-righteous tip. They will not include themselves in that conversation. You know what I'm talking about? Paul told you in 1 Corinthians 9 and 24, he said, I keep my body under subjection, lest I preach unto others, I become a castaway. So Paul will let it be known, I keep myself under control, lest I tell somebody else not to stay under control, and then I lose control, and then I go to hell too. So he wasn't, see, most people used to people who talk about the word and separate themselves from what they have to say about a particular behavior. No, I'm not going to separate myself. If I do it, I'm going to hell too. You know what I'm saying? If I go sleep with a woman right now, I'm going. You know what I'm talking about? Like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, I already know, boy. There ain't no, oh, you can go do this. You go, like I can't go find a chick and be like, yeah, man, let's get together. Let's sleep with each other, let's move in and live together and just do like people in the world do. Let's go get a fat bag. Let's go to get a six-pack and a bottle of liquor. What you want to go do on the Sabbath? You want to go to the pool? You want to go do what? You want to go to the mall? Well, shoot, let's go to the mall and get some shopping in. Oh, you going to hell, bro. Because you know better. You see what I'm saying? You know better. Like me, I know better. So ain't no leeway on, oh, you can handle that, son. You can get off. Yeah, you're going to get off all right, off this train and get ready to go to this other train going this way. You're going to get off the right-hand side, you're going to get on the left-hand side. Get that Matthew 25. You already know what I want. Go ahead, sir. Isaiah 30.
Isaiah 30 verse 8.
Yes, sir.
Now go, write it before them on the table.
Write it for where?
On the table.
And where else?
And note it in the book.
In a book. And it's funny, people say a man wrote it because y'all always told the people to write this stuff down.
That it may be for a time to come.
Yes, sir.
Forever and ever.
Forever and ever.
That this is a rebellious people.
A rebellious people.
Lying children.
Liars.
Children that will not hear the law of Yahuwah.
They will not hear what this man instructions say.
Which say to the seers,
What they
see
say
not.
to? Don't see.
And say to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things.
Prophecy what?
Prophesy deceit.
Tell us not. What y'all think he mean when he say tell the seers to see not? What y'all think he mean when he say
Don't get them
Shalom.
righteous vision.
No, stop preaching good words. Stop letting people with righteous words.
Get Exodus 23. Is it 23? I'm going to show you that. What I got you holding for? Go, get that Exodus. Go ahead and get Exodus. Side of my heart. She's like, I'm chilling with y'all. Whatever you talking about. She just said it too. 23 and 8. I'm chilling with y'all. Exodus 23 and 8, man.
Exodus 23 verse 8. And if thou take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous. Also,
that's good. You see what he telling them? See not. They ain't want them to see because they want to give them a gift. Let me give you something. You drop some money in your pocket, Reverend. You'll look past my adultery.
Say some more things.
I got some offerings for you, Pastor. Maybe you won't talk about the fact that I lead praise and worship, but I got a boyfriend in the back. Elder, let me give you a few garments. So you won't look at the fact that I got 16 wives. You won't say nothing about it. That's why he say, see not. Why you think that came in at Matthew 15 when he said, get that Matthew 15, about verse 5. You know. That's why he say, tell the seer, see not. What's the best way to blind a man? Pay him off. That's why he say what we read in Micah 3 last night. They teach for hire, they divine for money. Make them blind. Then they turn an eye to what I'm doing. They turn an eye to what I'm doing. That's why he say don't preach for filthy lucre's sake. That's why Peter kept telling you that. That's why Paul told you a bishop must be blameless. Can't be greedy for filthy lucre because it will blind your eyes because the people will try it. They feel like if I'm giving you money, you ought to tell me what I want to hear. They feel like if I'm giving you money, you can't speak against my sin. How dare you? I pay you, sir. I help pay for that family life center.
And
For real. Airplane.
oh yeah. And then they be the opposite way too. They be having money. Paying bills to keep stuff on the hush.
Yes, sir. They definitely pay money to keep stuff on the hush.
You tell somebody $1
You did something like that.
That's what happens. That's what happens, bro. That's what happens, bro. They feel like I can pay my way to get this man to say what I want him to say. What I got sold?
I'm at Matthew 15:5.
15 and 5. It dropped out on all of them.
But ye say, Matthew chapter 15, verse 5. But ye say, whosoever shall say to his father or his mother, it is a gift by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, and honor not his father or mother, he shall be free. Thus have ye made the commandment of Elohim non-effect by your tradition.
So you see what ends up happening? Because they took that gift, they made him blind. I can look past the fact that you disrespected your parents. I can look past that because you said it's a gift. Because who gets the gift? The priest. That's the ugly.
God look past your
25 to 34. That's ugly.
And you talking about you should be free, what you talking about?
You free from that commandment. You free from the punishment. Your sin, remember the truth shall set you free, right? So you know the offering is what got you free from the penalty of that sin. So they feel like you come bring me this gift. Because that's why people always say my tithes was never money. Okay. And why do people asking for gifts? Because they know what the law. The scribes and Pharisees knew what the law said. You know what I'm saying? See, again, when a lot of people get stuck on old tithes was never money, it's because they really don't know the law. Because if we was to sit down, even like to say, well, we got to hit next week, most I will, with the shekel in the house. Bro, if I go through this book, bro, I can show you so many times when these people paid the priest money, bro, it'd be ridiculous. Straight out the law. I'm talking about never coming from past Exodus to Deuteronomy, bro. It's right there numerous times. And not showing it because somebody wants some money, but just showing you that because it's there. You know what I'm saying? So when men speak, they speak and you don't really know what you're talking about. Like as much as we clown, you can clown Christian churches, bro. Talking about what they talking about? What they call it? What they give money for the building? A building fund, right? It's literal book for a building fund. It's literal book for that. Now I don't know if Christians know that, but it's a literal book for that, bro. Literally. And like we could go all through the book and show that. Like it's a literal book. Like Solomon taxed people for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a book for that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? What you think they were paying a building fund with fruits and vegetables?
You go with the money.
I mean, we were talking to one lady, she come out, so on Passover, for my offering, so I can't bring some bananas from Publix, Oh, you didn't grow that. That man said bring some crops, you had to grow that. Your first fruits. You don't even know if them the first fruits, what you bringing. So you try to keep the law, but you're doing it wrong, because if you're going to do it right. So ain't none of you growing no, now it'd be different if somebody say, can I offer this here? And you grew it, shoot, what can I say? You grew it. Like, I'm just saying, me personally, if one of y'all owns some land, and you say, I want to make an offering of this, that, that, and the third, I probably ain't going to fight with you about to shoot. You grew it. You better be your first fruits, though, because if they ain't, y'all know. But in actuality, I wouldn't have you do that because you're not in the land, which that was really pertaining to. But I'm just saying as an example, I wouldn't go against that. Because he was referring to the land, it's not where you were at. Like, okay, you over here in America, I'll take these first fruits.
First fruits of your land.
You know what I'm saying?
That got to do with the master.
Exactly.
They was in captivity, they was doing
They didn't do that in captivity. It's really like you just said to talk about the master, but they didn't do that in captivity. Because that's not the land. When he gave them that instruction, he wasn't referring to any other land but the land of Yasharal. He wasn't referring to nowhere else. Because I don't want the first fruits of Babylon. I care less about Babylon. He said his eyes are upon the land of Yasharal continually. This is a land that he cares for and watches for daily. His eyes are never off it. You know what I'm saying? Which is a twofold thing. His eyes are never off Yasharal and his eyes are never off his son. You know what I'm saying? It's never taken off of that. But what I'm saying is how people see certain stuff. Like I'm really just talking about this know your law. That's why I say make sure you know what you're talking about when you say something. Because there's a lot of brothers say tithing, and ain't no money, ain't no tithes, and there ain't no money, no tithing, right? Again, we're not even talking about that for no tithing. We're talking about knowing what the law says. Knowing what the book says. I just got to clarify that because you know it's going to be a video or something. You know what I'm talking about? We just talk about when people say certain stuff. What does the book say? Because if I go in the book and I can show you in 10 different places that these people gave money to the priest, then somebody lied. And it's you. It's not Elohim. You know what I'm saying? But you can show that. So it shows how people don't really know the word. And if you don't know the word about that, what else you don't know? Then you'll tell people other wrong things and it's damn. And then this Matthew 25 and 34 happens.
Matthew chapter 20.
I feel you. Appreciate it. You ready?
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand,
What do you say?
Come ye, Baruch of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world. I was hungry, and you gave me meat.
That's good right there. He said the right hand gives me. What did he say about the left? Tell him what verse it is.
41. Then,
Matthew 25 and 41.
then shall he say unto them on the left,
What are you going to say to the left?
Depart from me,
Depart from me,
you cursed,
you cursed,
into everlasting fire.
in the everlasting what?
Fire.
What?
Fire.
Because we got to show the lake of fire in the scriptures, right? Because I said that, right? To show that judgment, right? You thought I forgot. Come on.
Prepared for the devil.
For who?
For the devil.
For who?
The devil
For who?
and his malachim
What did he say, 1 John 3 and 8 say he that commits sin is a who?
of the devil.
Yes, sir. The devil. So if ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father, so when you commit sin, then that counts you. Y'all want to see the lake of fire in the law? And the prophets? Ezekiel chapter 20 and verse 42. Make it 40. Ezekiel 20 and 40. Isaiah 33 and 14. Make it real quick.
Real what?
Real quick.
Isaiah what?
33 and 14. Make it 10. Niggas got jokes.
20 and 40.
20 and 40. Book Ezekiel 20 and 40. This for anybody. I like this here. And Boo, what's happening with y'all? Don't forget. Almost my whole life. My nigga ride with him. You know what I'm talking about? And Glenn. Because a lot of people tell you the lake of fire is not it. No New Testament, gentlemen. No New Testament. Now we know we count Matthew as scripture, right? But we know some people don't. Now you just heard him say everlasting fire, right? Now we're going to read one other place because we count the Gospels as scripture, right? We're going to read one other place in the Gospel. But everywhere we go for this lake of fire, it's going to be straight out the Torah and the Tanakh. Ain't going nowhere else with it. First place you see the lake of fire, we done read already, Sodom and Gomorrah. You already read it already. Now let's look at Ezekiel 24, let's see what that says. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 4, let's see what that says. I just want to know if the book says, because that's what the cousin said. Hell is a concept of the Catholic Church. See, the white man came in. I said, bro, I don't know nothing about no white man. I ain't never been to the Christian church because I don't know what they teach, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know nothing about that. Oh, that's Greek stuff. All right, let's read what this book say. Come on, 24, let's read what this book say.
Or in my holy mountain.
Am I where?
In my holy mountain.
In my set apart government, what's going to happen there?
Of the heights of Yasharal.
The heights of Yasharal, because you know he already said, boy, the master is the heights of Yasharal. 20 and 40. Man.
Said Yahuwah Elohim.
What did he say?
There shall all the house of Yasharal, all of them in the land serve me.
They gonna serve who?
Serve me.
Ain't gonna be no sinners. Come on.
There there will I accept them, and there will I require your offering.
Make it 45 because I was a little too long.
And ye shall know that I am Yahuwah.
You know what?
That I am Yahuwah.
What do you say?
When I have wrought with you for my name's sake.
When I fight with you for my name's sake. What he saying?
Not according to your wicked ways.
Not according to your wicked way.
Nor according to your corrupt doings.
No, not according to that.
O ye house of Yasharah, says Yahuwah Elohim. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came into me, saying,
What did he say?
Son of man,
Son of man,
set thy face towards the south,
to the south,
and drop thy word towards the south,
towards the south,
and prophesy against the forest of the south field.
I'm gonna ask y'all something. Y'all know what the land of Yehuda is in comparison to Yasharah? You know what it's called? The southern kingdom, right? And you know where the valley of Hinnom is, or the valley of Jehoshaphat, or Armageddon is, the place they call Armageddon, with the valley? In the south. So see, again, it's when you know the word, because he say prophesy to the south. The lake of fire is going to be in the land of Yehuda, in the south. See, I'm telling you now, if we was to get a map, and we left it in the map at your house, and we was to sit back and show you the land of Yehuda, right? And actually pinpoint where the valley of Hinnom is, or the valley of Jehoshaphat, you will see that it is in the south. It is in the south. So this is what he's talking about. He's telling you where this is at, if you know the book. Come on.
And against the forest of the south field, and say to the forest of the south, hear the word of Yahuwah.
Hear the word of Yahuwah. Hear Yahushua HaMashiach.
Thus says Yahuwah Elohim.
What did he say?
Behold, I will kindle a fire.
I will do what?
I will kindle a fire in thee.
Whoa.
And it shall devour every green tree.
Every green tree. What else?
In thee, and every dry tree.
Every dry.
Every dry tree. The flaming flame shall not be quenched.
It shall not be what?
Quenched.
That means it'll never stop. You know what a dry tree is? Ain't got no ruach. I thirst. Come on now.
And all the faces from the south to the north shall be burned therein.
Everybody going.
And all flesh shall see.
Everybody gonna see
that I, Yahuwah Elohim, have kindled it, and it shall not be quenched.
He said, everybody gonna see I started this fire, and it won't be put out.
Then said I, Yahuwah Elohim, they say of me, that he not speak in parables.
So this is a dark saying. That means they didn't understand what he was talking about. But the master came through to make it clear what he was talking about. Isaiah 33 and 10. Isaiah 66 and 23.
33 and 10.
That's hard, ain't it?
33 and 10.
What
Now
it say?
will I rise?
Will you what?
I'll rise, says Yahuwah. I will
Rise.
be exalted.
I'll be exalted.
I will lift up myself.
He lift, what? Whoa, boy, that's the master got lifted up there. Come on with it.
You shall conceive child.
Conceive what?
Child.
And what else?
You shall bring forth stubble.
We know what Hebrews 6 say. Thorns and briars are to be rejected and nigh unto cursing unto it. The end is to be what? Burned. Come on.
Your breath
Your what?
as fire shall devour you.
Woo-woo.
And the people shall be as the burnings of lime.
Of lime. What you do with lime, right?
Make brick.
I'm burn your whole house down.
As thorns cut up shall they be burnt in the fire. Hear ye that are far off.
Hear me that's far.
What have I done?
What have I done?
Ye that are near.
You that are near.
Acknowledge my might.
Acknowledge my power.
The sinners in Zion
So you
are
hold on, read
afraid.
that again and listen to who you know what he's talking about, right? Read that again, listen to what he's talking about. Listen to him.
Hear ye that are far off.
That are far off.
What I've done.
What have I done?
And hear that in
Ain't that Peter said it's the same word that's preached to them that are far, that's there, that are near, that you ought to repent? So those that ain't in the land and those that's right here, well, you better hear this here. Come on with it.
ye that are near, acknowledge my might.
Acknowledge my power.
The sinners in Zion are
The
afraid.
who are afraid?
The sinners.
The who?
The sinners.
And who else?
The fearfulness have surprised the hypocrites.
This is the only people that don't want to hear no lake of fire. Come on.
Who among us shall dwell with the devouring
Who
fire?
among us gonna dwell in devouring fire? I know that was one of the things. Listen to the voice now.
Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burning?
Who gonna dwell with everlasting burdens?
He that walketh righteously and speak upright. He that despise the gain of oppression. That shake his hands from holding of bribes. That stop his ears from the hearing of blood.
Whoa.
And shut his
You really
eyes.
see me stop his ears from the hearing of blood? Don't come tell me about your sins, bro. Lot was vexed with the filthy behavior of the wicked, from seeing it and hearing. I don't want to hear about your sins, bro.
And shut his eyes from seeing evil.
I don't want to see it either. Why you think he said that about Lot? I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. But you said, you already said, who can dwell amongst them everlasting fire? Who he said was afraid of it? Sinners and hypocrites. Because they know that's what they go. Isaiah 66 and 23. Now, we ain't gonna hit the Genesis 37. Yeah, we gotta hit it just to put it on. I mean, we done went through this before. We got a whole video. Is the lake of fire in the book? Because somebody asked me, is it in the book? How many witnesses we done hit right too, right? I'm gonna read this Psalm 21 real fast, about verse 8, to give you another. Because this is too easy. 21 and 8 says, thy hand, which you know that's the Yah, shall find out all thy enemies. Thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. How did he do that? By searching your heart with the word. Listen what else he says. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. Yahuwah shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. So like people say, well, how you going to go to burn in hell? You're just going to turn to ash. We're going to look at this book, see if you turn to ash. Though. You ain't turning no ash. You going to burn. You going to burn. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, sir. Isaiah 66, 23. Go and get Mark 9, 43 for him.
Isaiah, Yashayahu 66, 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another,
From 1 month to the other.
one Shabbat to another,
1 week from another.
all flesh come to worship before me, saith Yahuwah.
All flesh gonna come worship me.
They shall go forth and look upon the carcasses
They gonna look upon the carcasses
of the men
of the men
that have transgressed against
that
me.
transgressed against me.
For the worm shall not
The
die,
worm ain't gonna die.
neither shall the fire be quenched.
That fire ain't gonna get put out. Mark 9, 43.
Mark 9 and 43. Mark 9 and 43. And if thy hand offend thee,
Do what?
cut it off.
If you a man be given an appetite,
Cut it
out
off.
to your throat.
It is better for thee to enter into the life maimed,
Then what?
than to have two hands going to hell. Into the fire that shall never be quenched.
To the fire that what?
Shall never be quenched.
Where the worm what?
Where the worm dieth not, and the
what?
fire is not
This man
quenched.
quote with Yeshayahu, man. He telling you going to hell. How many times he say the fiery furnace, right? He said that and they'll be weeping and gnashing of teeth. He said that in Matthew 13, right? And ain't that an up? Ezekiel 20. Genesis 37. We ain't going out. You know,
What you just read out, Mark 9, 23,
40.
40.
Genesis 37, that's the story with Judah, right? Oh yeah, that kid is tight. Real tight. Real tight. Oh yeah. I need Genesis 37. No, that's not 37, that's 38. I need a story with Judah and Jacob. Go ahead. Pick it up about 20. Just pick it up right to the story where he says to your heart, you can't get straight to the heart.
Genesis
24.
Genesis 38 and 20. Go ahead.
Genesis 38 and 24. And it came to pass, about 3 months after it was told to Yehuda, saying, Tamar thy daughter-in-law has played the harlot. And also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And
By who?
By whoredom. And Yehuda said, bring her forth and let her be burned.
Let her be what?
Burned.
Let her be what?
Burned.
What we read in Revelation 21 and 8, it said a whoremonger was getting what? Burned. That's in the law too, ain't it? So we read in Isaiah twice, Psalms, Ezekiel, Genesis. How many witnesses that is? What the law say a matter to be established? Guess what? Now give me Acts 17 and 11. You give me Revelation 20 and 12. We stop right now. Acts 17 and 11. Because I don't want nobody to believe it just because it's just like, is it my interpretation or is it the book's interpretation?
That's like you double up on. That seems like you doubled up on.
He said he's gonna hit
Now that's pretty cool. Now, because I know this is, you familiar with the word? I don't know. Red, you familiar with the word? No, I'm just asking a question, right? Now, you see how we just went in the word and showed the lake. We didn't go to the New Testament. Everybody think the lake of fire in the New Testament. Would you have ever thought you would have found the lake of fire there? See, but always remember, anything that's in the new is in the old. Anything that's in the old is in the new because it's all the same word.
Acts 17.
Go ahead, 17 and 11.
These were more noble than those in Thessalonica. And they received the word in all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. Therefore many believed also of honorable women.
Now we read that for one reason, because you need to search the scriptures daily to see if those things were so. Yeah, I just read it to y'all loud. And y'all just read it along, but you still supposed to look at it like Revelation 20 and 12.
And I saw the dead.
I saw the who?
The dead.
What happened?
Small and great.
Small and great.
Stand before Allah.
Stand before Allah.
And the books were open.
What book was open?
And another book was
And
open.
another book was open.
The book of life. And the dead were judged out of these
Dying.
things which were written in the books,
Dying.
according to their works.
According to what?
Their works.
So you get what you earn.
And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them.
Death and the grave gave up them that was in it.
And they were judged every man according to the works.
Yeah.
And death and Sheol were cast into the lake of fire.
Cast what? So death and the grave. Mean he gonna death is swallowed up. I'm getting rid of death. I'm getting rid of the grave. They gonna burn. Who else going in the lake?
This is the second death, and whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of
All you
fire.
got to go read is Exodus chapter 32 when he say, blot my name out the book. He said, whosoever sin against me, name getting blotted out the book. So you a sinner, you burn. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. That's judgment right there.
2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before judgment.
Of who?
The judgment seat of Mashiach.
What happened?
That everyone may receive the things done in his body,
Whether it be what?
according that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
Therefore,
Therefore the terror of Yahuwah we persuade
we
men.
persuade men. Hallelujah. I'm starting right now. Therefore, we pray. Terrible. That's a terrible thing now.